Last time on D&D. So we were in a room with several brain devourers, mind devourers.
Intellective hours.
I was so close. Um, and after owning them in battle, and also so actually we were getting fucked up a little bit. And then I created a bunch of berserkers to stop the madness. One of my berserkers got intellect devoured, and but the guy was playing coy and was trying to trick us um, into believing that he was actually on our team. We ended up beating. Oh, I found my dice. We ended up beating all of the um, all of the intellect devourers, except for the one that we did not realize was now possessing one of my berserkers. And and then we opened a panel or opened a door to enter further into this into the labyrinth that we were in. Because oh right, well you weren't here for this, Matt, but we kind of what's his name, Truman showed our way into this maze when our ship crashed into the sky.
No, I was here for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we entered that maze, and then we got to this part of the maze where we found this room. And then hold on, I have some other notes. Oh, right. So when we got into this room, I had a flash of a dream or a vision of the symbol that we'd seen on the statues, on the mind flayers, because we realized there were two races or multiple races. We don't know how many, if it's just two, but there are two mind flayer races currently at war with each other. And the symbol was on the mind flayer that was being tortured. So as we progressed into down a stairwell, I sent my berserkers first to see if there were traps, and one of my berserkers was acting real coy. And so we were like, all right, I think something's up, but whatever. We'll just keep going because he's apparently helping us. He did tell us there was a trap. I think I lost 4 berserkers trying to figure out where that trap was specifically, because berserkers can't count. So it was actually beneficial to the mind flayed berserker to not be able to tell us which step specifically. It was the 10th step. And we found
no, continue. Sorry.
And then we found, well, we thought it was the 11th step, but we found out it was the 10th step because we had to jump from the 9th step.
Huh.
And then at the whole time, Jake Sprock had transformed into an imp, I believe.
Yes.
I
forgot about
so
that.
he actually just floated down. He just flew down. And he could have helped us this whole time, but he was just hanging out. At the Lone Star and Uranus were sitting at the top of the steps eating. I forget what he shared to eat, but we were just kind of snacking and watching this all happen, and I'm just directing my berserkers down. Anyway, we get down to the bottom of the steps. I lost 4 berserkers. We get down unscathed, and we enter a room where there is a giant brain with tentacles, a giant intellect devourer with tentacles.
Elder brain.
Yeah. And there is a mind flayer who is chained on a wall, and there were 4 intellect devourers. After fighting the intellect devourers and defeating the elder brain, we were able, after defeating several intellect devourers, the mind flayer was able to release himself from their mind trap. And then he started helping us defeat the elder brain. And we fucked the elder brain up. And he exploded into a pool of gross shit. we don't quite know what that is. We just know that he exploded into some gross shit, and it sprayed on everyone that was within a certain range. But I think I was out of range.
Mind Flare, Tadpole, Brine.
Right. So I was out of range of the splash pool. Thank God. I'm like the cameraman on the porn site who got the wide shot, so he wasn't in range of the cum.
Right.
And then
That's a thing. That's a thing.
Lone Star dodged because he rolled high enough. And even though Sprock rolled a natty 20, he did not roll high enough. And so he got splashed by the cum. And then we left and we hopped down to we had some options to do stuff, but we decided to just go back to our ship because there was nothing left to explore. So we decided to jump down to the water and then swim to our ship, and now we are back on the ship. We had one more person on our ship now.
What do you mean?
We took the green mind flayer with us. Oh,
Right, we took the green mind flayer with us. Didn't we also gain someone else on our ship? Because one of the
No.
people.
You have
we
you
have
have-
Tevrit on our ship.
You have Mike's player Tevrit, who is now my barbarian NPC. He is one of your crew members now.
Right.
You have Braxton, Jackson, and Claxon. I think. No, Daxon, Jackson, and Baxon.
Daxon's dead.
Daxon died.
Daxon died because he was the one that came in with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daxon was taken over by an intellect devourer.
Yeah, and his brain was eaten.
Truple and Daxton.
So pour one out for him, but like into your mouth.
Important note that you missed. So there's green mind flares and there's
Right.
blue mind flares, and each of the mind flares separate into two different colonies. They appear to be at war among each other. One symbol, they have symbols on them. Some of them are branded into the mind flare. Some of them just wear things that have the notes or the symbol on them. The symbols showing which colony they are from. From your interaction in the dungeon, you were able to determine that one colony is from the moon, and one colony, well, I guess you don't really know where.
We just know they're from two different places.
Two different places, and there's a lot of symbolism about the moon.
Right, because it's like the circle with like.
Yeah, because
the
and
lines.
you would know that intellect devours behave sort of like a hive mind, where there's Starship Troopers. So it's all for the elder brain, sort of. You would know that at this point, especially Sprock. And as we'll use this to lead into Sprock's first two rolls. So Sprock was splashed on by Tadpole.
Hey, why even talk?
Yeah.
I did roll a natural 20, but it only gives me a 21.
That's
I'm going to use my reaction.
That's a fair.
And
I could have saved you, and I chose to save myself.
Hey man, look, that's life.
I'm still confused what's happening.
You,
hey, listen.
Okay.
your options are actually pretty cool.
And Jake, these tadpoles splash all over you and swim up your ass.
So their mind flares are sort of like, they start out as tadpoles and they attach into, or they crawl into creatures. They go to their brains and they metamorph into mind flares. That's how they work. So the elder brain plane shifted when it realized it was probably going to lose the battle. It plane shifted out of its containment sort of unit, which was in this brine. And while it did that, it splashed all of this water liquid all over the characters that were close by. Just so happened that liquid was full of tadpole brine from both colonies. And Jake did not pass his 23 Constitution save, even though he got a natural 20. And a tadpole went up his asshole. So,
Straight up the ass.
I mean, it usually goes up the nose or in the ear, but Jake, this one right up the ass.
I knew what it was doing.
Anyway,
Definitely a calculated move.
I had to look up this Ceramorphous stuff and kind of homebrew it a little bit.
This is Crosby. Crosby failed a deck save, causing him to get smashed by a giant alchemist in the Shadowhide realm. Don't be a Crosby. Roll high and subscribe.
And the first, and what happens is, Jake, this tadpole has now latched onto your brain stem. So it's almost within 3 minutes of it being in your body, this occurs.
I'm excited for you to be a mind flayer. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So you,
He could be a stronger mind flayer too.
Yeah, you could also just become an NPC mind flayer and then become a different character. But your AKA die. But your the whole metamorphosis is going to take probably about a day or so, or maybe 2 days, depending on your rolls. So the first roll you're going to roll is a 1d2, which is going to determine which type of mind flayer tadpole went in you and is attached to your brainstem. This will be the and you'll have some sort of mind connection with that colony's elder brain. So that'll determine occasionally what you hear and see and shit.
Okay. So what's green and what's blue?
So,
Odds and
one,
evens.
so one is going to be the Alfol colony, which is the green one, and a 2 will be the Shrezel colony.
So odds will be green and evens will be blue.
Yeah.
4, so blue.
Nice. So you're the Shrezel colony. That your asshole must really hurt. All right. Now you're gonna roll. Now, so you've started. There are 4 stages of the transformation. There's the initial stage, the replacement, the metamorphosis stage, and then the final stage, which kind of is your body changing into a mind flayer if you survive. And your initial stage is going to be determined, how the length of it is going to be 1d6 hours. I'll read you what the initial stage does, and then we'll move forward.
1d6.
Yeah.
5 hours.
All right, so you got 5 hours.
Welcome to the party, Matt.
Welcome to the party.
All right, so Jake, you're not like falling over, stumbling or anything like that, but you're feeling fucked up. You are gonna have an urge to
Shit.
so you feel a need to eat brain. You're gonna have to you have an urge to eat meat, and I'll let you kind of role play that out, how to learn that knowledge. You do have a mind flayer that Chris put in his
My
crystal.
necklace.
Yes. So
And
you-
then we popped him out in a room on the boat.
So that's where we kind of are. The initial stages, it'd be the tadpole begins to eat away at your brain. And you have disadvantage on intellect saving throws. And you'll have to sometimes, and determined by me, you'll have to, and I'll make sure I remind you of this stuff. If you're ever going to try to remember something, a long-term memory, you'll have to do a wisdom save on that because your memory is being eaten right now. But you will be able to use hold on. No, that's it. That's all you got right now. So you have to do death saves now. So before we move on to the playing of the game, Jake, you need to do 2 death saves. So each stage you have to do 2 death saves. One save is going to be now. One save will be in 2.5 hours.
Okay,
The death save is going to be, and I will keep track of them. You can keep track of them too. They're going to be a total of 6. 3 would be you pass.
where do you roll a death save?
D20. It's going to be a
10 or above.
yeah.
Is it
10
somewhere on your player card?
Yeah.
No,
You just roll.
It's near your health. Usually it says it when your health is
Just-
yo, why is
just
my
do a custom roll for a single D20.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep, these are different from your death saves on your sheet. You're not gonna.
Huh, a 4?
Okay, so you failed the first one.
oh, that's not good.
All right, and with that comes a attribute. You are no longer allowed to. You can't communicate with your mouth.
Oh god.
You lose the ability to speak.
Jesus Christ. My tabletop is like coming in all black. I don't know what.
It's dark.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay, because I can see the hands, but I can't, and I can move it, but it's
Oh.
all black.
Oh no, I see what Spencer sees.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I
Hold
don't
on
see
a
the
sec.
ocean. I just see
Oh.
the ship.
Okay, yes, I see the ship.
You just had to zoom
Is that
out,
better?
I think.
Yeah.
Is it better?
No, I liked it better the other way.
All right, whatever.
Here, look, I'm gonna share my screen real quick so you can see what I'm showing you. Oh, I can't share it. Here we
Okay.
go.
Maybe it's on.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Are you running mag?
Yeah, I'm running on a Mac.
Did you choose metal instead of
I did not.
faster? Oh, okay. I figured that's why I was seeing it this way.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't choose metal because it said that it would have problems, but I guess it's having problems anyway. So, I mean, maybe I should choose metal. Maybe I should just try it.
Did it get better?
No, it's just black all around everything except for.
It's always fucked up for me.
Oh really? This is
Well,
like
yeah,
the-
because I choose that so it runs smoother on my computer. But
yeah,
whatever.
that's what I see. Can you see on my screen? On my phone screen?
Yeah, sort of. Let me see.
So
Yeah.
it's just
All right. Well, I'll change the next one. But not a lot's happening. You'll be able to just see.
yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm sure it's fine. It'll work itself out.
Don't worry, baby. Okay, so you guys are ready to play. Tevret was sick. Tevret is the NPC barbarian. He was chilling with Matt's character, watching the ship. You guys just came down. Actually, you jumped off the top of this sky dungeon sort of Shrezzle
badass,
colony,
yeah.
and you guys are now just climbing onto the ship. Or you climbed on the ship, you had your rest, and now
Oh, we took a rest.
you can take one. You're on your ship now.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Did you guys
Need
get
one.
the XP?
Oh, wait, what's the XP that we got? You never told us.
It's gonna take me a sec to.
Okay, because I probably will be leveling up to 11,
Oh, shit.
depending on how much XP we just got.
If I go to,
Only,
if I get enough to get, no, I think you gave us. It,
Where?
I don't remember.
Oh, it might have been in.
I'm only 8. Is this because you guys pulled those cards, right? Didn't you jump
Yeah,
a couple
I'm
levels?
only at
Yeah.
8 too. No, they
Yeah.
jumped 2.
Oh, jump 2 levels that time?
They got
Yeah.
50,000 XP.
Yeah,
That's a lot of XP.
That's a lot of XP.
So you didn't get the XP last time?
I don't remember getting.
Uh,
We definitely
no,
didn't get XP last time.
We didn't. I don't think we got enough for
Yeah, I don't think.
Elder
so.
Brain, but I don't know. So I'm not
Well,
that far
The
above.
Elder Brain wasn't destroyed.
No, it was not.
It leads, these guys are fun to play, but the way that you're supposed to play them, they, you know, everything's about the Elder Brain, so the Elder Brain is not gonna just let itself.
I don't have an XP amount written in my notes, so I don't think we
Yeah.
got it.
You had, intellect. You had 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you had 2 one mind flayer. And then I'll give you a half an Elder Brain.
Yeah, definitely not gonna have enough for 9.
I wonder if this, my setup is so strong that like. It's not, here we go. I knew I had this shit up. Well. Elder Brain, half an Elder Brain, XP is. I'm gonna give you 15,000 XP.
Split between the three of us.
No, that's an Elder Brain Dragon, that's wrong.
And then also the intellect devours. We killed like 7 of those.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Scratch what I just said. That's
No,
so.
you'll
So.
figure it out.
Cool.
And then a mind flayer. Where the fuck are you? Your Elder Brain. That's what I thought. Wonder if this is gonna be. 9:15.
So as soon as we hop on the boat, I go round up the whole crew. After I put the green mind flare in the room. All right, start heading west and keep us going west. We gotta rest.
And so that's, you spoke to, so Teveret says I'll keep, Teveret is a very strong barbarian. He says, okay, I'll grab the sails and sort of, you know, try to
Put them in line.
one man it. Which direction are you guys going into?
We're going west. I think, right?
Yeah.
You guys do have, Matt, I forgot, you were here for the Kraken? There was,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
There was a-
yeah. He threw a trap on the ground
oh,
for
that's
the
right.
Kraken.
Yeah. Remember I fished one of those guys so we could eat them?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then provided.
R.I.P. Daxon.
Everyone got 2,900 points XP.
So close. So fucking close.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. I don't count. Yeah.
What do you
Long
mean?
rest. I'm level 11, baby.
Baby.
All right, you can level up.
Level 11, baby. All right, how do I do this again?
All right, so you're heading west now. let's see,
Okay.
you're gonna take a rest and you're gonna let the NPCs steer the ship?
I'm gonna make
Is Matt gonna?
Tevrit be intimidated as the first mate or whatever it is to keep
Yeah.
the crew in
Well,
line.
I'll
Tevrit-
take half anyway, because I only need a short rest. so.
Ooh, reliable
All
talent.
right, so Tevrit and Matt, who is, what was your guy's name?
Ignis,
Ignis.
and it's a girl. Thank you very much.
Listen, I'm very sexist. I've made 0 females.
Well, now there's one.
Going to be in charge of, actually, no, Gabriella. is going, of making us go west. And because of that, so you guys are bumping against the ship. You catch a wind blowing south. Ignis is going to try to use her shipping abilities, and Tevrit is going to try to use his motivation to steer the ship and use the wind, not south, but west. Matt, you're gonna have to give me a I guess intelligence to see if you know what you're doing.
Saving throw?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna see what happens. In
19.
19, okay. How long are you guys resting?
I need a long rest, so we need 8 hours for that.
Okay, so Sprock, go ahead and give me that second that second death save.
Really? All right.
You come on, Sprock. You got it.
$11.
Nice. You pass.
Cool.
Yes.
You pass into the second stage, the replacement stage. And because of that, your need for brain intensifies and you are exhausted. You suffer 1 level of exhaustion. You are smart enough to realize that
He
you
doesn't like him, so we don't like.
need some sort of meat, you need something to stop this from feeling so tired,
about that.
exhausted all the time. But you do get where is this? You do get the ability to communicate.
Okay, I would like to do something.
Yeah.
So after our long rest, oh, okay, hold on a second. I think. Okay. Do I get to add another spell?
What are you trying to do?
Well, hold on. I just want to make sure I finished all my leveling up stuff. I'm sorry.
Jake, you can speak to you can use your mind, you can speak to people through your mind if they are 30 feet away, within 30 feet. So you can use telepathy instead, but you still can't talk.
Okay.
And so you have telepathy. And your need for brain has intensified.
Oh yeah, I totally get to
You
learn
will-
another spell.
Every 12 hours, you need to eat a brain, or you'll suffer some exhaustion.
Gains.
You are already exhausted 1 point. Just so you know how to play your character. You are suffering from hallucinations, you're disoriented, you have a headache, physical pain, your transformation has already begun, your skin is dark colored, and you're vomiting.
Great.
You're losing your teeth. You are your body is starting to physically change. Your hands are becoming a little bit longer and your brain mass is swelling because of the damage that the tadpole is doing on it. Your hair is falling out, and you're developing webbing in your toes,
Basically, just fucking kill me now.
and you have these bumps that are forming underneath your chin.
They look kind of like balls.
But whew, Jake, and then one more roll. One more roll for the speed at which the replacement stage. Oh man.
But this all might happen in the 8-hour rest, just to be clear, because we're only 2.5 hours in, right?
So Jake, roll me a one.
No, it was 5 hours for the full first stage.
Oh, 5 hours. Okay, so we're almost through.
Yeah, I'll give you that full rest though. That's fine. What's the one D8? 1 D8 hours, Jake, for the replacement stage.
7.
7 hours. All right. And with that, we need one more death save. 7 hours. So you owe me one death save now, and then one at 3.5 hours.
6.
That's a fail.
Of course it is.
Oh man, I'm sorry that I'm laughing so hard, but it's just fucking hilarious. So you have a social sacrifice. Because you're part of this like hive mind, your nature, the mind flayer's nature is to be self-sacrificing for the greater mind. So if you're within if an ally of yours was within 5 feet of you, and you are and they are getting hit by damage that you can prevent by throwing your body in front of it, you are going to have to make a wisdom saving throw of a 12 or above. On a fail, you're going to use your reaction to jump in front of that hit to save your teammate.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's going to come into play, but anyway, so you have 7 hours until the metamorphosis has really begun. All right. So, did you have any questions?
How do I go to the bathroom?
Still same way.
Okay. Just checking if that works.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they do. That'll be in the metamorphosis portion. I think it reabsorbs. All right, so you guys are good. Matt, what'd you roll on your intelligence?
19.
19. All right, so Matt and Tever have been able to use the angle of the wind blowing south and use their intelligence to try to twist the ropes so that the sails switch position and the ship sails due west. Now, Matt, give me a roll of a 1d8. See what kind of encounter we come across here.
We got an 8.
All right. So you are on this ship, and who is lookout now? So you guys is everyone awake? The rest of the group is starting to awake, coming out of their, or they're in their random rooms. But Matt, Ignis, you're looking around and the water's kind of calm, and you happen to see a boat.
Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
A boat.
I want to try
um,
something.
Sort of a little far away, but getting a little bit closer and closer to you. I'm not sure if there's a, why don't you give me a perception check, Matt?
Okay.
On this boat we commandeered, is
8.
there any spare booze?
Yes. In the oh, your friend, I forgot him, Strike,
Stike?
is there. He's like, oh, hello, I was wondering when you'd come to. Can I, you guys have appointed me the ship's
Chef?
surgeon.
Oh, surgeon, yes.
I have all types of, someone told me you wanted some booze. We use that for, I stored it all in the medical area down here for decontamination. You know, I'm smart.
Okay,
That's what he says to you.
okay.
All right, so you see these canoe-ish small ship boats coming your direction. Not necessarily in your direction, just a little off path. There are 4 people on each of the canoes. And there seems to be one person yelling, but you can't really make out the noise that he's making. They definitely see you if you're the larger ship.
So I would like to I want to blow my whistle of summoning water creatures.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna do that first and try to draw the attention of like the aquatic life around us.
Okay.
Was Steve Zissou?
Yeah, right. And so does it also give me the ability to control them or only to summon them?
Yeah, it's only someone.
That's dumb. All right, whatever. Well, then I can't do what I wanted to do, which was tell them to move our ship in a specific direction. But okay.
But you
I'll do
can
that
try,
for
you can ask him to do something.
You also have a druid on the boat.
Well, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna blow this whistle. So all water creatures nearby. It doesn't give me a range. It just tells me
What's the thing called? Whistle of.
whistle for summoning water creatures is what I have written down. But I don't know if that's the name of the actual thing. I think you were supposed to tell me what this actual item was called and stuff, but we never did.
I think it was a roll a D something to determine which
Yeah.
creatures appear.
Yeah. Here, have this whistle. Who gave that to you?
The after he won the race.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
No, I had that shit here. Don't worry. All right, so you want to summon some guys, huh?
mhm,
It was 1d8.
1d8.
That's what Aranis does. He blows things and summons creatures.
That's what I do. 5.
Imagine what he'd summon if he blew one of his party members.
Probably a fucking mind flayer.
You could try sucking the mind flayer out.
It's like, oh, it sees all. I see a hole. I feel a vacuum.
So
So I rolled a 5.
there are, and then you're gonna roll me another, you're gonna roll me a D20.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
All right, so you have a 5. A green urchin. And there are 10 of them.
Okay. 10 urchins,
Yeah, urchin, yeah.
like sea urchins.
Yeah.
So like the little spike things.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, lunch. Fantastic.
Or
breakfast.
yeah,
We
do
don't have a
they?
chef.
They have brains, right? Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Spencer with the selects. All right, so yeah, I blow this whistle. I look overboard and I see these fucking green spike things pop up. I'm just like, oh, son of a bitch. I'm just gonna look back and I'm just gonna like, all right, who's cooking? It's like drop a net. Can we drop a net? Like, do we have a fishing net on the boat?
Yeah. You do.
All right, so we'll drop the fishing net down and scoop them up.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for that skill.
Okay.
A hunting, where's my roll chart? Give me a name, I think it's gotta be.
There's
Yeah,
animal
Ignis.
animal
Animal handling? Is it?
I mean, animal handling is on here. I don't see hunting. You said Ignis?
Well, I was gonna ask Ignis a question.
Oh,
I'm right here.
Can you wear medium armor?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
alright,
yeah.
so do you happen to be proficient in this stuff?
no.
Interesting.
Well, animal handling. I just rolled a 10. I just rolled a 10.
You're fucking just enjoying the view, fishing.
Wait, Aaron, what does your reliable talent do?
Oh, right. Reliable talent makes it so that I think it's anything below 9. Oh, but anything I'm proficient in below, if I roll below a 9 and anything that I get, hold on a second. I just read it. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
I'm gonna do a dexterity. You're taking this thing, you're throwing it at a specific location to try to scoop up as many as possible. Give me a dexterity.
Okay.
You should be pretty good at that.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, you're good. You scoop them all up. You got 10 sears and green.
All right, cool. So I toss them onto the boat and I tell the chef, look, if these aren't poisonous, you should cook them up.
Who's our chef?
Who is our chef?
I'm the chef.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Ignis.
cook them up. Let's cook them up.
So I'm like, Ignis, if these are good, cook them up.
Hell yeah, let's go. They look good. I mean, I'm gonna check them over first, but
I'm gonna look at Sprock's slightly changing form and silence, and I'm just gonna be like, "You all right?"
tell them sit tight. I'm gonna
telepathy
grab them
to
and run
say-
down to the kitchen.
Brains.
You can't communicate, but you can.
I said telepathy.
Oh. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, I don't know if these have them, but I'm gonna scoot one of the green urchins at him.
Brains.
Oh God.
All right, so you guys are eating some stuff, and all of a sudden, this canoe. You hear this voice, Tevert. You guys are sort of like hungry, starving. Matt, are you doing some cooking?
Yeah, I'm cooking everything I can find.
Are you proficient in cooking? Seriously.
I mean, I don't have sea urchins listed specifically on my skill sheet, but I'm the chef.
But you are.
Lone Star.
What's your backstory? You were.
Lone-
So I'm
Lone Star-
I'm a hunter. I have a lot of, like I'm mostly like a forest and desert specialist, but I'm good with animals and I'm our chef, so I know how to
Alright,
cook.
so all right, so you
Lone,
throw.
S-
Yeah,
Lone
go
Star
ahead.
would help him and tell him how to cut him up from his time on the water. And
Okay.
smuggling.
All right, so you cook up some food.
I
you
mean,
got-
I'm a hunter in general, so I feel like I should have some basic skills.
I would tell him that you got to cut it in this way, and then he would know how to cut it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a
make
plumber.
some fillets.
I'm a plumber, and I don't know what I can't even tell you what a sea urchin fucking looks like.
But
So
but if someone describes how to install a toilet, you can install that toilet.
yeah. Listen, I'm a plumber. I know sea urchins. You hear this? Ahoy! Ahoy there!
Hmm.
As you guys are eating, and sort of Jake is looking at the sea urchin like he's, Jake, are you gonna try to eat that sea urchin? Try to
Oh,
Yeah,
also in the morning, I would have given the our friend another brain. So there would be a brain on the table. I gotta
So
remove that.
Jake, well, the mind flare. So you're gonna
Well,
give Thez Duzos.
Well, he already had a half of one that he didn't eat yet. But in the morning, I would put another one out there for him. Of the non-good ones.
Yeah. So he says, Thez Duzos says, scrumptious. So there's a half brain out. Is Jake, give me a perception check.
And Ignis, Lone Star would give you some armor, pass you over, because I'm pretty sure that you could wear it.
24.
Okay, thank you.
You see, these guys are all eating sea urchins. You try to eat a sea urchin. It does literally nothing for you. It's almost gross. Out of the corner of the eye, you see this half-eaten brain, in the corner of the room that Lone Star had been saving. It's one of the brains that he found, that he had in his bag of holding from the desert and from the top of the hill with the gnomes. You remember the gnomes were collecting brains for a certain thing or whatever
Yep.
in the desert. A half brain is sitting out in the open.
I'm gonna
Well,
go.
in a jar, in an open jar.
I'm gonna go over and start eating it.
As you sink your teeth into it, you are salivating. You're like, oh, it's a brain. Again, this does nothing to quench the thirst of a fresh brain. And just as you are experiencing this defeat, Thez Duzos, can he communicate he can communicate to you, Lone Star, right?
The Zuzas?
Thez Duzos is the mind flayer in your
Yeah. Well, he should have telepathy and should be able to communicate with whoever he wants.
with everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Thez Duzos is gonna perform telepathy to Jake, and he's gonna say, not you, my friend. You need a real brain. Only us matured mind flayers can consume the brain from the dead to quench our thirst. You are going to need a real brain. And just as that happens, you hear this, ahoy there! From the outside of the ship. And who's running up there?
Well, Lone Star is going to turn to the Zuzas and ask him what the fuck is going on with Sprock.
Thezuzos is going to say he's been infected by a tadpole from the mind flare brine of the elder brain from the Shrezel colony. He has 7 hours he's already gone through his initial stage. There is no return, there is no going back. It's only a fight of wills now. And he's gonna say in a couple hours, he will start to metamorph into into a mind flare, or he could perchance turn into something else. And he's gonna say you should keep a close eye out on your friend.
What can I do right now to help him?
Feed him brains.
How many crew are we short?
You have right now, you need 20 crews to gain the full benefit of the ship.
Yeah,
That includes the that includes the captain, quartermaster. So you have 6. You have Strike, Ignis, Teverit, Aranis, Sprock, and Lone Star. You have Daxon, Baxon, and Thezduzos is gonna read your mind of counting crew members. He's gonna say, I would happily oblige to be one of this crew's members if need be. I understand your hesitancy to rely on a person on a thing like myself, but I trust that you know that I'm only trying to survive just like you.
and Lone Star will telepathically tell him, well, you're my connection to what's going on with him. You're going to be as close to me as anyone else.
No problem.
Do we have any goblins left?
No goblins
Yeah, from the 8 bud.
Yeah,
from a bud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, he gave a couple of goblins came with us.
He gave you Daxon.
Jackson and Baxon and
Yeah,
some goblins.
yeah. You guys have Daxon, Baxon. Did he give you
Daxon's dead, but I thought he gave us a couple goblins.
They're like
No,
part of
he gave
Christmas
you-
story.
he gave you just Daxon, Baxon, and Jackson.
Okay. Oh, he must have been those 3, and
Yeah.
then we named them. Okay. All right. So we need a lot of crew members.
Yes.
And how many of them are there?
The crew
8?
members, so the crew members that you need to gain the full benefits of steering the ship are 20, including yourselves. It can go up to 30. 30 would give you the ability to maneuver, shoot, run away, speed, all that shit. Probably,
And above that, we don't need to be crew members then.
yeah, above that, you don't need that. Like, so if you don't want to be captain, you don't have to be captain.
Yeah.
So you hear ahoy there.
Ahoy,
Oh, wait.
where are you coming from?
My name is Sir Richard.
Sir Richard.
Sir Richard, I'm a nobleman from Trigar.
Star guy.
Trigar. From the east. Or west, however you want to say it. I am looking for this island. This mischievous island keeps. some
Does
say-
it move?
Yes.
We've seen it.
Where have you seen it?
It's moved.
Well, there's a myth about this island. If you let me aboard, I'll happily explain. You don't happen to have any food, do you? We're a little parched, and you look around, and you're able to see that it's Sir Richard. He's just seems to be this, he's not fit in with the group. He looks like he's not sweating, hasn't worked. The other crew members seem to be like, it seems almost as if they're sort of sailors for hire almost.
Okay.
You don't notice, you guys can't really notice anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like he's
Okay.
he says, are you guys gonna let him on board?
Well, we'll say I'll tell him to come aboard, and I'll telepathically tell Sprock, just don't take out Sir Richard, but you can take 3 of these guys. We need the other 5 for now and for later.
Sir Richard is gonna say, oh, thank you, give me a hand up, help me up here, and he's gonna put his hand out. Who's up there? Is everyone up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lone
his
Star will
hand-
throw his arm down to grab him up.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. I haven't had food in some time. It's just us on these small boats. We have share you a secret about these boats. We've been able to sail these waters with a sort of motor that we've manufactured at Trigar. You know, Trigar, where I come from, I own a metal shop, and we've sort of conquered the seas with these motors we've manufactured.
How close is Trigar?
Trigar is standing right next to you.
You're trying to know how close is Strigar?
Trigar is halfway around. It's all the way east. You go-
It's a long way away.
Yeah, long way away. But with our
Do you have motors on these boats here?
yes, we do. In fact,
Interesting.
we are looking for this floating island.
Well,
On this
I think-
island, there's a particular person that we need to speak to. He's one of the most wanted men in Trigon. And well,
what's his name?
Jackson.
Jackson?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yes.
Huh.
Jackson, okay. Well,
Mm.
from my experience on these waters and seeing how fast that island moves, I know it's speed that we need. And I saw your beautiful motors, and I had an idea. I'm a tinkerer myself. Would it be possible to harness the power of both your motors and the wind? Could you affix these motors to this ship and use our sails and your motor to get even faster and catch this island?
You know, I think well, do you know which way this
Well, hold on. While we're talking, why don't we get some food going? Sprock, why don't you go downstairs? We'll can we send 3 of your guys with him to go help get the food?
of course
And we'll talk up here. Yeah, Sprock could take 3 of them downstairs and
Mary, Cherry, and Pip, why don't you go downstairs with Sprock? Joey, don't be civil now. And they sort of like give a smug look at Sir Richard. Now the rest of you boys, you do what this man has said. Help him fasten this boats. I think we can do this together. Sir Captain Lone Star and your crew. We are so happy. Thank you so much. If there's anything I can do for you besides these motors, when we get to the island, the Faber Island, you just ask. I will be able to reward you as soon as I find this Jackson.
do you happen to have a map of this area outside of that island?
Like a map of the ocean.
Yeah, a map of the ocean, the lands, where we might be.
Oh yes, it's not 100% accurate, as you know, the oceans here and these islands they're
Obviously.
moving and changing. But
Mhm.
sure, I can give you one. And he hands you a map. Roll me a d20, just to determine how accurate this map is.
Do the big boy.
Big boy.
A 15.
He hands you a fairly accurate map. That map is the same exact thing that is on that I've sent you.
Oh, nice.
And you know where the wall is,
Okay.
sort of determine
Yeah.
where you
Okay. I'll
Uh,
hand him a little leftover of the urgent that Ignis prepared before they arrived.
are. Let's cut over to Jake.
This is Rena. Rena rolled low during death saves and didn't get healed by his group. Don't be a Rena. Roll high and subscribe.
Going downstairs.
I love you, Jake.
He loves you so much. He sent you a meal.
Yep.
3.
Jake, you are fucking starving. And the only thing that you know that you need to do is to eat live brain. And there are 3 guys coming downstairs to take a look in your kitchen for food.
Yep. We get down there and I immediately grab a knife and stab one of them in the fucking back. And then I take the other one and I just go after it and start.
So you're gonna stab. Hold on. These guys have very little life, but they still they're still deceased.
This doesn't seem like a fair fight. Which
You
is
don't
good.
understand. I'm rabid, so I'm already on to like chewing the neck of the second guy. And third guy is definitely just standing in shock as I stand up and he tries to run away, but then I basically tackle him and continue to stab him with the knife. Now tell me, is any of the other guys still alive? The one I stabbed, the one I bit a neck out of?
Well, you're still gonna have to roll for this. This is like a fight now.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Yep. Go for it. A level 11 or 10 Sprock.
So you're
Turn to a fucking bear. Just
Basically,
destroy
hopped up
them.
on methamphetamine.
It's Cocaine Bear.
So Mary's gonna be human number 1, Cherry's gonna be human number 2, and Perry's gonna be human number 3. You are going to, I guess, perform a
I have a dagger, so
surprise attack, so you're gonna get advantage on this attack with what?
my dagger.
To the back. I don't think these guys are gonna have high I don't know why the computer isn't working. Give me a second. Sorry, I should have thought of this.
Well, the first one's a 19, so that's probably gonna kill them.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. But hold on,
That's gonna do 5 piercing damage.
that might not get it. Here we go. Come on. There we go. All right, they have they have 9. They have 9. Well, all right, so you hit him. He's unarmed. And what'd you get?
5 piercing damage.
No, you rolled a 19, so that hits him. And he gets 5 piercing damage. Perry's gonna yell out a yell. Do you have another attack?
I mean, I don't know. I'm rabid and I'm starving. Do I get bonus attack in my bonus action?
No. Cherry and Cherry and Pip are gonna be surprised. They're gonna be looking around the room. Cherry is gonna roll a natural 1 and slip and fall and knock himself against the wall. As he's shocked that this is happening, this gross, disgusting looking druid with like shit growing out of his face, teeth are falling out, hairs all over the place, looks like an alien from Men in Black. Just stabbed his friend. He's gonna slip and knock himself against the wall, and he's gonna suffer 2 bludgeoning damage. The other guy is gonna look around the room, and he's also back-to-back natural 1s. Really crazy. Same thing's gonna happen to him. They're both kind of thrown off. And they, because it's a natural 1, they aren't able to make a yell. Mary's going to yell loudly, "Ow!" And is anyone upstairs going to hear? Natural 20. Everyone from their group heard the commotion downstairs. Sir Richard is going to say, "Well, what's going on downstairs? It sounds like one of my men are hurt. Lone Star, what do you do here?"
So Lone Star looks off distracted. I'm just gonna see, like, don't worry. It's, you know, rocky waters. People fall all the time. There's no big deal. Don't worry. They'll come back.
Deception check.
Oh, our cook is kind of a makes a mess of things sometimes.
15.
Hey,
All right, and Sir Richard's gonna say, "Oh,
I slammed my knife down.
you guys are a little wild. I see, a little kooky. You better not be out here too long. You might turn into pirates." Ha ha ha.
We're trying to get to land, and this island, I think, is the quickest way there, because we do need to get off this water. We've been on here for a while.
I agree. You guys look a little stir crazy. We're gonna cut back to Jake. Jake, Mary got stabbed. Mary's gonna take a knife in his out of his pocket, and he's gonna swing it at you with a natural 20. And he's gonna do damage of 3 piercing damage. He's gonna say, "Come here, you disgusting, slimy, gross, whatever you are."
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
Cherry and Pip are going to are still prone on the floor from getting knocked over. You're gonna stab him again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
23.
That hits.
Three piercing damage.
He's gonna yell out again. "Oh, Jesus!" Cherry and Pip are gonna use their turn to stand back up. And let's see if everyone upstairs heard. 4. No one heard.
Nice.
Mary is going to take his knife out and try to swing it at Jake. Does a 5 hit you?
A what? 5? No.
Okay. So Cherry and Pip are now gonna take their knives out, swing at you as well. I'll roll one roll for Cherry. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
You take 1. You're gonna take 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then Pip is gonna miss with a 7. Your turn.
Oh, they're all still alive?
Yeah.
It takes a little more. I'm gonna take out my short bow instead and shoot that across the room at Pip, I guess. 13.
That hits.
It's 4 damage.
Describe your kill.
The arrow goes into his heart and he falls back over out of sight because I'm still paying attention to the other two.
All right, so he's on the ground. Mary is going to take the opportunity to attack you with a 12. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
And Cherry is going to attack you with a 4. Mary and Cherry are both going to yell, "Help! Help!" And I'm going to roll this with advantage. So everyone on the crew hears it again. But they don't hear the words, they just hear the yelling.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation off the side of the boat as a small sound, sounding like someone sounding like help. To like mimic the sound.
Sir Richard, give me a performance roll.
Okay. $18.
Sir Richard is going to say, "Everyone, quick, over here! Someone needs our help!" And he's going to run to the side of the boat, look over wherever that noise was coming from. Jake, back to you.
I'm going to use my short bow again and shoot one of them, whichever one's further away from me.
Cherry.
All right. It's a 10 hit.
Yes, that hits.
4 damage.
Describe your kill.
Oh, that arrow went through her eye,
Through the brain.
into the brain.
And just as things are about to unfold, you're about to kill Mary as well, it looks like. You're going to hear this voice in your mind, and it is luckily for you, it doesn't, the tadpole doesn't affect your short-term memory, just your long-term memory as to who you are. You're going to hear Thesduzos, the green mind flayer, say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, keep him alive. You'll need that fresh brain. You'll kill everyone."
Okay. So I'm going to proceed to take some look around. Is there any tape or like rope or something in the kitchen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna take tape and I'm gonna put tape over, who is it, Holly?
Mary.
Mary's face and just start wrapping her head in tape.
You're gonna try to grapple him. Let's do the strength roll. Your strength versus my strength. You're gonna try to grab him and pull him down and tie him up.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, that's easy. I got a 2.
And, well, great, because I got a 5.
Nice. All right, so you tackle him, you grapple him. You're disgusting. You're gross. Your teeth are falling out. Your fucking hair is falling out and shit. You got webbed hands and stuff. So you like wrap him in rope.
Yeah, and cover his mouth.
All right. Okay. And then what do you do now with the other guys?
Oh, well, with the other 2 are dead. So this one that's alive, I just immediately start cutting open his head and eating the live brain.
So you cut open Cherry's brain and you start devouring it in front of Mary.
Nice.
No, Mary's the one that's alive, right?
Yeah, Mary's the one that's alive.
Aren't I? Don't I want to eat a live brain?
No, the ones on the ground are fresh. The mind flayer was saying keep this one alive, hidden, so you
It's
can
a little late for that. He just cut her head off.
save him for later. So anyway, Mary's head you started eating.
Oh, well, all right, fine.
The brains will stay fresh for a little bit.
Great. Well, whatever. I'm starting to eat the live brain because that was more exciting.
There'll be plenty more brains for you to eat.
I'm not worried.
So
I'll use my detect thoughts for the day to hear that and then telepathically tell Sprock that.
okay, now what's happening Sir Richard is gonna say, must have been the wind. So tell me, Lone Star, what did you want to do with our boats? How can we put these together, our boats together to try to speed
So
things up?
I was thinking one on one corner on the stern and one on the other corner on the stern. So that the wind's pulling from the center and these are pulling from the sides.
Okay,
So it's like sort of we take your boats and then chop off the front and just put the back right up against ours. Or like on the sides, yeah, like boosters for a rocket.
like that, sort of, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good. Now, who's gonna help us? We need something that can hold this to the boat. Do you have someone who can climb down and see this done? I don't know about the.
Well, let me I'm gonna reach in my bag and oh shit, what's a 19? Oh, I pull out 30 arrows. I turn and
No.
hand those to Ignis.
Thanks, man.
Do I have rope? And I'll
Sure, yeah.
Ignis, do you have any rope?
I got rope. Yeah, you need some rope? I'll trade you for
Yeah.
the arrow.
Thank you. I'll take some rope. So Lone Star will shimmy down and started affixing it himself as a tinkerer and a sailor and captain.
Okay, give me a.
I'll use
roll.
my tinkerer's tools
Yes, so you'll
and all
have,
my little scraps and stuff.
you'll have advantage on this because you're proficient. But let's do
Okay.
a roll to see how
Yep.
well that you are craft.
And also, I want to make sure that we do a rope knot check for Sprock, time that guy up.
Oh, yeah, Sprock, give me Sprock.
Good call, good call.
Give me,
Don't let him get away
give
with
me a
that.
survival.
I mean, I started to eat her brain, so I don't think she's gonna come loose.
It's true.
Yeah, it's gone.
I feel like even a little bit of getting your brain eaten probably goes a long way in terms of being able to escape.
By yourself.
Oh, Jake, you are no longer, you're no longer exhausted, so there's that.
You
Yay.
want me to roll for this rope? You still want me to roll?
No, you're good. Yeah, Chris, give me a, what role should this thing is named? Give me an
Some sort of tools check.
Yeah,
So my intelligence and proficiency.
yeah,
Survival?
I think, yeah, it would be, I think it's just, I think it's, no, yeah, I think it's intelligence proficiency.
Okay, so that'd be
Survival
Plus-
would be.
plus
more
8.
like-
well, yeah. I'm trying to invent and create and structural loads and shit.
Yeah. So what'd you get?
That's a 27, a 19, not plus 8.
Survival
nice.
is more wisdom and stuff. All right, so you said you got a 19?
No, it's a 27.
Oh, 27. All right, so your ship has motors.
Yay.
Excellent.
Now they are rowboats. They are going to have their own HP,
Okay.
separate from the ships. And I'll just let you know right now. Your ship. You guys decided that your ship's name was Blue.
No, that's what the name was before.
On Gale Blue was the name on the side.
Mhm.
So Gale Blue has HP. It is.
While we're doing repairs, we could rename her. We could repaint it.
Yeah, you
That's
can. Yeah.
Well, once she's out of the water.
Yeah. Airness has done some repair work. Maybe no, not yet. But your HP for the rowboats is where is it? I think it's
Ignis, that 5 and the 10 you rolled was perfect. We fed Sprock, got some more hands on the ropes, got some motors.
I assume we should just kill these guys now, right? Throw them down to Sprock.
No, we need them to help work
Well,
on the
whatever.
ropes. And then if he needs them, we can hand them off to him later.
I guess that's true. Can always kill them later.
He needs some live ones.
Yeah,
The
that's
mind
true,
flayer
that's
said
true.
live ones, so we got to keep some alive that he can eat later.
um
And that Sir Richard might know stuff.
your rowboats have 50 HP, yeah, hit points, 50 HP each, and they have 11 armor class.
All right, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, but that doesn't add to the total ship, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
so
it doesn't subtract from the total ship. Think of it
You,
that way.
that's true. So you have now acquired, Sir Richard is gonna say to you, boy, I'm getting hungry. Is your friend, first off, Lone Star, those look fantastic. What a wonderful idea that is.
Thank you.
Captain like you should be, have you a grander ship than this.
I know. I'm thinking of the title Admiral.
Sir Richard is going to say, I myself am not much of a worker here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be of any help. I do know a little bit of medical knowledge, but I see that you have a medical officer on board, but you can use my men as you see fit. And that's
Thank you.
you've killed 3 of them.
Yes.
How we see fit.
No, we
we're gonna
have
hold you to
fed
that.
our crew member,
Yeah, I mean, that was what was
our
necessary.
dear
at the
friend,
time.
one of my champions.
You have Harry,
Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Harry, Allen, Peter,
I
Wait,
hate
what
these
was the
guys.
second one?
Alan.
Alan, okay.
Alan's gonna die next.
and Schmitty.
Never mind.
Ready.
Never
All
mind.
right, we got a nice little crew. We're up to like what's that, 7 people now?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Plus
5,
us.
8,
Yeah,
9,
plus us.
12, 13, 14. You have 14.
Oh, who am I missing?
No, it's including us.
Oh, including us, yeah. No.
You have 14 crew members. All right. So
We're heading, so based on the map, if we traveled at least 8 hours west already from the Shrezzel colon layer, we're gonna keep heading due west and see if we see this island
okay.
as we're heading west. Because our first priority is to get the fuck off this water, because it's cracking in a day and a half is now only a day away since we spent a half a day.
Yes.
When we have 1 day to get off this water.
And stay off. Or, you know, okay,
Aye.
so before the boat begins, though, Richard is going to say, now about that food. Maybe I should check.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we're doing there's this dish that I've heard about. So he's preparing the side stuff for it. So as we get going, we'll start the
What do-
motors up and the sails going. We're
Can I
gonna
go get him some of my my half man, half fish fillets that are still in
Oh
the-
yeah, absolutely.
We still
Yeah.
have some of those. Yeah, we'll get a few.
Oh,
of those.
yeah,
So I'll
they saw
run
those
down and
up.
I'll check on Sprock and I'll bring them up.
Okay, as long as my men are happy, then you're happy. All right, so
Let me
you're,
just check on them. I'll make sure. No problem.
And while we're doing that, we'll start fishing off the side.
No, we have one.
Yeah, you
I
guys.
caught one already.
Well, I know, we'll start fishing as well.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we need more. But for now,
Yeah.
we'll have at least
Yeah.
one meal's worth.
All right, so you guys have fed the crew, so you have a happy crew. And that will.
But I'm crossing that off. We're out of food.
Yes, okay. Happy crew, you have some wheat from Rime Island, but that's it, All right, who's driving the ship? I guess Lone Star, you're doing it. Sprock, are you going to be doing
I'm
quartermaster?
eating. What? I'm eating, aren't I?
No, the eating is done now. You are gonna be directing the ship now.
No, I think we'd give Sprock the day off.
Do I still have the capacity to do that?
No, Sprock, take the day off.
Sprock,
Sleep it off, Sprout.
Sprock, you are covered in blood. So, so if you interact with someone, they're gonna be like, "Why are you covered in blood?" And
I
also,
know. So I think I'm going to be continuing to just chill out, eating some brains down below.
all right,
You start to walk out, Lone Star stops you. I know you can talk to me telepathically. Tell me if you need anything, I'll be right above you. Enjoy your meal.
Thanks.
You
Basically the zombie crew member that lives below.
You are gonna what? How many hours would you like to go?
Well, ideally is,
Let's see.
ideally all the way to land.
All right, so 18 hours.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so the distance you're able to see, and Sir Richard is able to point out on his map he's drawn you that he thinks, not 100% accurate, that the trip between you and this circle that he's drawn on it, titled what's there's a circle on it that says harbor.
So the Narita port.
Yeah, Narita Port, 18 hours away. And so you're gonna try to go, I'll let you go.
Well, we have to stop on Sprock's one of Sprock's things.
Yeah. So when you have to stop on what?
Doesn't Sprock have to roll for halfway through?
Oh
his...
yeah, but we're not there yet. I'm gonna be rolling for encounters and shit every 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing that's gonna happen is you guys are gonna be sailing for 2 hours. In that 2 hours, you're cruising. Let's see if any weather comes up.
Can we fish? Can we gather some food?
On a 4, yes, you can fish, and you'll roll for that. On a 4, you hit some weather. It's a 1. No, weather is good. And now you're gonna roll for encounter. Matt, you're gonna fish for something while you go fast.
Yeah.
What
I got my net though.
like a tuna of some kind. So give me a hunting
Survival.
yeah, that'll be a survival.
Oh, natural 20.
All right, you catch 2 large tunas.
Excellent.
Tevrit
Decent.
is going to see that you need assistance dragging them in. He's going to give you a 17 strength check and throw them on board.
Awesome.
Smack him with his
Penis.
sword, his big cock.
All right.
Lone Star, give me a perception check.
Oh, and that's terrible. That's a 5.
You look over the horizon. And you see that there is no island.
I'm gonna pull out my spyglass and look out onto the horizon
So you're
and
gonna
scan the horizon
for an island.
for whatever I see out there.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
Ooh. That's a 22.
You see two things. You see you see an island. And you also see a large wooden bundle of wood floating out in the sea.
Okay. Is the island
The island is going to be on your right. The wood is going to be on your
okay? And what do I see if I look due west of us?
You're still 16 hours away. Nothing.
Okay. I'll telepathically ask Aranis, do we need to get to this island? Do we think Jackson's at that island? Might as well check it out.
It's we might as well check. It's the closest one we've seen so far. I mean, we don't have many options.
And we don't know if it's actually 16 hours. There's nothing west. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll whistle and slowly turn us around and aim us right for that island
Okay.
until Sir Richard. Come here, look at this.
Before we get into Jake's next death roll,
Yeah, great.
I just want to say that Sir Richard is going to say, "Have you seen Harry, Cherry, Biff? They've been gone for 2 hours."
No, they're probably this boat isn't as new as it looks. They're probably helping out. Sprock he helps repair the ship and everything else. He probably has them doing on so many projects down there. We'll see him later.
Every time we get stuck down, every time we go down there, we get stuck doing more and more chores. That's why we don't like going down there.
He's going to look at Aranis, and he's going to see that Aranis is sort of the way that you've been composing. He's going to say, well, the way that you've been composing yourself, it seems like that you're the boatswain, and I thought that Sprock was the quartermaster. You, Aranis, you must be the quartermaster then. Oh, I guess this Sprock is a good boatswain. So you're gonna
we don't like titles here on this vessel. We feel they hold people down.
Give me a group.
Except head chef, we like that title. Some of us like our titles.
Group deception.
You're welcome to embrace them.
Everyone roll a deception check. If there's a natural one, the jig is up.
Oh no!
I got a 16.
Are you serious? Did you just roll a 1?
I rolled a 1. I probably looked at him and I looked at him like,
So,
You looked at him and you burst out laughing.
so
I mean, you deserve it.
yeah. Aaron, describe your fail. This is good.
He calls me out because those are my job duties. He's like, so you must be the quartermaster. And then Lone Star's like, oh, we don't really like titles. We just kind of share duties. I just look at Lone Star and I just bust out laughing. I literally just couldn't help it. I just like, that's a good one. And then I look and I'm like, oh, I said that out loud. because we've been
Oh.
communicating telepathically. So
Yeah, you
I
thought
was
you were
like,
being telepathic.
I thought I was
gotcha.
being telepathic.
It happens, man. It happens.
Sir Richard is gonna say, what's with this laughter? Where are Mary, Cherry, and Pip? And he's gonna
Lumsco's gonna jump on the rail, put his arm around Sir Richard, and be like, "Here, let me show you." And I'll telepathically tell Sprock, "Hope you're hungry."
What?
So Sir Richard is gonna try to break free with a strength check of
Oh no, I'm not restraining him.
so
I'm just sort of like,
okay, so Sir Richard's gonna say, who are you people? And who are you really? And where is my crew, Mary, Cherry, and Pip? I know, Aranis, you're not who you say you are, so you're not to be trusted. Bring my crew members back up top and let me see this Sprock, or I will take my boats with me and be gone.
well, here, come with me. Let me show you them. They're a brief door away. And I will hop down and open the door and sort of ferry him in. I will join you. Let us see what Mary, Cherry, and Pip have done to help rebuild this boat and make it sturdy with your new powerful motors on it.
So are you
As Lone Star is about to like step in, I'm like, "Oh, Lone Star, we see more land. Maybe you should come back on deck for a second and check it out. Just leave him down there."
You're trying to deceive him again?
Sir, Sir,
Right back to life.
Sir Richard is not enthused. He's gonna say, no, I'd rather stay put. Why don't you bring the my crew members up top? And where's Sprock? Let me see.
How far away is this fool?
From you?
Yeah.
He's like standing right next to you.
Okay. So I am going to.
Yeah, I draw my bow.
He
Yeah,
is
I'm
going
gonna-
to need no. He I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
While that's happening, I'm gonna slip Hammer Time out of my pocket and I'm gonna twist the handle and charge it once. And I'm just looking.
He failed with a 5. Or
So he goes pulled into my necklace,
oh.
and then I'm gonna walk inside the downstairs and tell Aranis, keep everyone quiet. Close the door behind me. Walk into the room with Sprock. Pop the dude out, and immediately go to deck him.
This guy, Pesduzos is going to, when you pop him in, because you do have a mind flare also.
No, he was in the room. We didn't keep him trapped in there.
In the necklace.
No, we popped him out on the ship because he ate breakfast with us.
Oh, Pesduzos is downstairs.
Yeah, he's downstairs in one of the rooms reading a book.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So this guy is going to be terrified. And you're going to kill him. Are you going to punch him?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
I'm going to give you
Try
advantage on an attack because he's terrified. He's like, whoa, I've never been inside. Well, this magic is something new to me.
A 23 to the back of his head
That hits.
for how much do I have? +5. So for 7 thunder damage.
He's barely alive.
And I'm gonna throw him towards Rock.
Great.
Made
More
nice and
brain.
jelly. Drink it like a smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Sprock, you can't communicate to this guy, but you can read his mind. In his mind, he's saying, "Wow, what a disgusting creature!
Oh,
Please don't eat me.
Eat 'em.
Look at you. Look at you. And he's gonna look at you. He's gonna look at you. You're covered in blood. He sees the bodies of Mary, Cherry, and Pip on the floor. One of their heads is eaten. You got brain all over your shoulders and shit. Your teeth are falling out. He has no idea that you eat food. Looks like you just slurped it down. What do you do?
before.
do?
or-
You're gonna stab him?
Yeah.
Fucking brutal. Okay. That's really funny that Aaron got a natural one on that. That was funny.
That was so fucked up. I hate these simulated dice rolls.
12.
That hits.
As this guy is dying, I want to use a spell
It's
slot to
piercing.
cast Detect Thoughts and delve deeper and try and get all of their knowledge on these motors and these boats.
6.
So right before he dies, you're gonna try to absorb his knowledge.
His boat knowledge, his motor knowledge.
That's gonna be some sort of wisdom thing. That's gonna be an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah, predictions. No, yeah,
Well, I have the spell. It's Detect
Oh.
Thoughts.
okay,
It's a wisdom saving throw.
okay. I
Yeah, he needs to make a wisdom save throw DC 16. As
Yeah.
Sprock is stabbing him.
he got a 10 on it.
All right.
So
So,
you see that the motors are put together just like any motor, and it's used from this sort of oil. What fuels it is an oil-like substance, and a little bit of magic. Just a
Okay.
little touch of magic. The magic that creates, it heats up the rod with fire, creates sort of combustion that triggers the engine to run. Don't know what that oil is because you're not an oil guy, but he's just the rich nobleman that you guys decided to eat the brain. So Jake, describe your kill and what you're doing with that.
I sliced him across the neck and he's bleeding out. And he's bleeding out, I just start like covering myself in that blood and starting to drink that and then like start cutting up his head and going right for the brains again. And I'm just getting more drenched in blood and it's quite a good fight.
I'm gonna,
Um,
while he's doing that, I'm gonna reach into my bag and Sprock roll a d20.
I hope it's bread to soak up some of that
Wow.
blood. Be good.
A 12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a battle axe, hand it to you. Be like, if it feels right, have fun with it.
If you feel like using utensils.
Yeah.
I
I'm
kinda,
gonna turn and walk out the door, like right before I get to the door, sort of like wipe down all my wet feathers, so I get any blood off because they're all still wet. And I walk out the door, close it, and tell everyone, yeah, Sir Richard's gonna help out Mary, Cherry, and Pip with the repairs downstairs.
I'm literally just gonna burst out laughing.
And hop back up to the Weonse.
all right, so
I'm gonna say, fuck the island right now. We have to get off the water, whip the boat back towards Narita Port, and gun it.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Jake, you
All right. You die now.
so Jackson could be on that island. He could not be on that island.
Well, we could always come back.
Yes. And then Jake, you owe me a roll. Now you do have I think you have one inspiration on your thing.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Other people could, this death save that you're rolling, people could help you with it. Like if there was
How
a luck or some sort of something. I don't know how
could I have helped him with that by securing 4 fresh brains to eat?
No, that's just for his exhaustion. But you do have inspiration that you can use for this next one if you need it. And then also you can just do some fucking inspiring shit, and I just might reward you with some inspiration. But you know, you have a death save roll.
What am I rolling now?
So you're rolling a d20 death save. This is the second replacement.
19.
Ooh, you pass. And with that, you get a
8.
bonus. So you're at 2 and 2 each, by the way.
Oh,
But you still have 3.5 hours of the replacement left.
please.
You are going to be given. So you already have telepathic speech. You are addicted to brains. You're going to sacrifice yourself for your friends. You don't know how to speak or write languages, and you suffer a -1 on your charisma. You're just fucking, you know. Let's see. You can now, just like mind flares, well, sort of. You can teleport yourself short distances. Be like,
It's kind of cool.
Kind of like Misty Step.
yes,
Yeah.
but it's going to
It's
be
not a bad power.
how far is Misty Step?
Misty
30
Step's
feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, yours is going to be more like 10 feet.
That's
Hey,
still
that's not-
nice.
Yeah. Like in the middle of a fight, you just pop around a person, punching them in the face.
Is that at will,
Um,
or like as a bonus action you
spell.
can
It's a spell.
teleport?
It's a spell without expending a spell slot. Once you cast a
Damn.
spell in this
Yeah,
way,
so
once you cast it, you can't cast it again until the long rest.
so once a
Ah.
day. Okay,
All right.
that's cool.
3.5 hours, Jake, until what's the next stage? Oh, metamorphosis. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good shit.
Sprock, do you feel comfortable in that room in the boat, or would you want to be on my necklace?
You better take this ball away from me.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I like the.
If you ever want that option, let me know.
All right.
All right, so you guys are now turning your. So you went 2 hours, sort of. Oh, you went 2 hours straight, and then you were going to go in one direction. So you're still
I
about 16 hours away from the port.
how long were we going towards the island before Sir Richard? The 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you're still yeah. All right, you're gonna travel another 2 hours. Let's see
We're gonna crank it up as fast as we can go with the motors and the sail.
how does the weather treat you? It's a little bumpy, so the cranking up of the motors is not, and the sails are not going to do much. They're going to counteract the tides. You do not have a storm of any kind, though. That's good. And then let's see. Let's do Matt. Matt, roll me a 1d8.
1 second. Mm, 7.
Boatswain, how's the repairs going?
7.
Yeah. You are pushing along in this on this ship. You guys hear this talking in your mind. And on the side of the ship, give me a perception check, Matt.
It's 1. Ooh, 8. 8.
You see sort of a whale, killer whale on the side of the ship, jumping up and down, a lot higher than what you would imagine a killer whale to
Mhm.
jump out of the water, a little higher than like a dolphin almost. And you start hearing a voice in your mind. And the voice is going to say in whale talk, but you can understand it. Yeah. It's going to say, "How go you, traveler?"
Oh, hey. I assume he's talking to all of us.
Just you.
Oh, I'd say, hey, Mr. Whale, how's it going?
You've come into my waters.
Oh, you know what? That's our bad. We would love to find some land. No problem. Do you think you could help us?
Sure. What are you running from, and why do you need to find this land?
We're running from a giant kraken. You know him? Is he a pal of yours?
And the killer whale, from what you can tell, is a killer whale, is going to say to you, I can only imagine that you were talking about Acrotupla. The monster beneath the sea. Yes, of course I know him. He's always stealing you of folks' trinkets.
I don't have any trinkets, so I'm not super worried about that.
You don't
But
have any trinkets or trinkets yet. Is it in trinkets or knowledge that you men are out here for?
I suppose both. Do you have trinkets?
I do.
I don't care for them, but some of my friends do.
Art, Sprock. Everyone give me a perception check.
I think mine is +8, so 23.
26.
All right, you guys all hear the commotion. And who's on deck that rolled high?
Not.
I am.
So you see that this whale that's talking to Matt is it's more of a sentient being rather than an actual whale. And he's going to say, now that I have your attention, gentlemen, I ask you this again. Are you here for knowledge or are you here for trinkets?
I mean, he's communicating directly to me, right? That's what you meant by that?
Yeah, he's communicating in the mind of everyone.
Okay. Like, we're here for knowledge. We want to understand how to navigate these waters to find land.
Lone Star will also chime in and say, or if you have knowledge of how to stop and destroy someone named Agoth Doomhand, That would be helpful knowledge.
I'll tell you what. He looks over at Aranis and says, answer me I'll ask you a question and you answer it. And then you may ask me a question and I may answer it depending on your answer.
Okay. Do you know how to defeat this Kraken?
I'll go first.
Oh, okay. Ask away then.
What can make an octopus laugh?
What can make an octopus laugh? Slapping a fish?
It's incorrect. The answer is tentacles.
Okay. You got me.
Tentacles.
Oh.
And then
I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm gonna be like, what's
This motherfucker.
that?
You are going to take 15 psychic damage.
15 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Now,
Now,
you know what's gonna happen now.
Hold on, I need 1 second.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna be like, did you just hit me?
You guys can keep going. I'm listening. I just go on mute for 1
Us
second.
sentient beings, we can do what we want.
Interesting.
Now you, sir, Mr. Lone Star. What is it that you're here for?
So you hurt my friend?
He answered the questions wrong. We are sentient beings.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't hear what you want and you get hurt. It's not my issue.
So
Your
I-
thing?
I
Kind of a
don't-
jerk. We didn't.
So
we didn't mean any
if
harm.
I don't hear what I want, I can freely hurt you. No repercussions.
You can try, sure.
Hmm.
But me
Well,
first.
Okay. What is your question, Mr. Dolphin Man? Senor Porpoise.
Porpoise extraordinaire.
What's a dolphin's favorite TV show?
A dolphin's favorite TV show.
Probably
Well,
not Shark Tank.
Are you trying to assume that all dolphins have one preference of TV? I know many different dolphins and they all have many different preferences. So this is a very biased question and I can't accurately give you an answer where you won't
Wait,
attack me.
can I send him a?
If-
Can I send him a mental thing?
Yes.
I would be within 30 feet of you.
Whale of Fortune.
Good one.
Lothar would hear that and laugh in his head back to Sprock. But some of them might like a show called Whale of Fortune.
That's hilarious. The sentient whale is going to say, "That is correct. Congratulations! I will answer you any question you'd like. Would you like to have one of my trinkets instead?"
Yo, if I don't get inspiration for that,
Well, I will give you my inspiration.
No,
I don't
it's
I don't have inspiration, but
Jake, we'll talk.
it's okay. It's okay.
Well, what trinkets do you have?
Answer the question.
I can't make that decision without knowing the choice.
Land, man. Let's get to land. The Kraken's coming.
I don't have land. I do have something that could possibly help you if the Kraken were to come.
What would that be? I will take. Is this a guarantee from a sentient being that this will help if a Kraken comes?
Sure.
And what is your name, sentient being?
My name is
Kid.
Well, man.
my name is Whiplow.
Whiplow. Oh my god. I hate him.
Whiplow, the sentient killer whale at your service.
I'll telepathically do a handshake with him for the guarantee that this item will help in our encounter with the Kraken should he try to kill us.
Of course.
I will take this item.
Interesting choice. He throws down on the deck a treasure box. And he says, and there's one last person, Mr. Ignis. What do you want?
First of all, for you to call me Miss Ignis,
Hmm.
Mr. Whale, I've been nothing but polite to you. I want to get off the water, so that's what I would like. Can you just point us to the closest land or give us a push in the right
I
direction
will
if that's something you're
point
capable
you-
of?
I will point you to the closest land, and I will give you a push.
Oh, thanks, man.
What
I feel like you're probably
fish-
pretty strong.
What fish is the brightest fish?
What fish is the brightest fish? Uh,
What fish is the brightest?
Lone Star will whisper or telepathically go to Ignis. Could be a sunfish.
that's a good one. Sunfish.
Ooh, that's correct.
That was a good one.
That's correct.
Thanks.
Coming from a ranger as beautiful as yourself. And he says,
Thank you.
your closest land is in that direction. And he points you towards the island that you were coming from. Or-
Well, come on, man. That's not what I meant.
and he says, and a push. Here you are. And
Son of a bitch.
the sentient being. Choose your words carefully next time, my dear. The sentient being is going to push you in that direction. 8 hours. So you've just traveled 4. He's gonna push you back 4.
God damn
So
it.
he's pushing you pretty much to that island. Way to go, man.
Oh, pretty much getting us there.
I'm gonna look at
I
Ignis
mean,
like,
imagine if he had pushed us 8 hours forward, though. Would have been a good plan then.
Yeah.
It's just not how it worked out.
Well, no, well, we also have this chest on the deck that is guaranteed to help with
It's true, and we
something.
have motors now.
if this little Whiplow can push us 8 hours in a direction, this probably help us against Kraken.
And
then
also, we
don't-
could just go
then we
back
could take
to
our
him
time then.
and have him push us the other way. All we got to
Yeah,
do is
and-
answer one of his riddles.
Yeah, and he hasn't answered a question from Sprock yet.
It's true. It's probably going to be brains, but
Where do you get more brains?
more brains.
Well,
How do I get
maybe
more
brains.
the
I'm
transformation might have
picturing
already happened by
Sprunk as,
then.
as
He might
Edgar
have
from Men in
control.
Black. I don't know about anyone else.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so you guys, can you see my thing? You guys are coming up to this island. It pretty much pushes you almost. You guys feel this big push. The wind is blowing in the opposite direction. It doesn't even matter. The sails are picking up wind, and the boat is still pushing in the same direction. The sentient being was honest, as far as you can tell, and he's pushed you towards this small island. And as you get towards it, give me a perception. Everyone give me a perception check.
19.
20, 30.
11.
You see that this island is on. What you're looking at is a
Turtle Island.
large turtle,
Oh my God.
and on
Cool.
Are we about to run into Kami?
it is
Master Roshi?
yeah, on it is a looks like a settlement of some kind.
I'll pull out my spy glass and start looking for people.
You see,
See if I can spot anyone by the description of Jackson.
you see that there are people there's people on board. Looks like some sort of port. You see that there are rooms on it. And it's definitely moving. You see that it is a very large looking turtle. And that's pretty much what you can make out of it. Would you know what a what are they called? Zaragon is? Zaragon? Zeraton?
I probably not.
Okay. Essentially they're massive. Well, they're ancient beings. They'll be explained to you later, I guess, maybe if you ask the right questions. But anyway, you're about that time that it took you to travel took literally no time. The sentient being pushed you, and you are not too far away from this thing. The turtle has noticed you, and it makes a weird noise. And yeah,
Lone Star will yell to, or telepathically yell to the crew to put up the proper flags to
Raise the flags.
show we come to in peace to dock,
okay.
and then start signaling, looking for Jackson. Cool. Hand gestures.
You guys get up to the side of the ship and or the turtle, and now this is the first time you guys are actually on some sort of land together in a while. That's not been a dungeon or under the must feel good. And immediately you see a rope get thrown down, and you hear people. Sounds like there's commotion going on aboard, up on top.
I'm gonna look to Lone Star and I'm gonna tap my head to signal for the connection.
I'll ask him what's up.
I'm like, should we check this chest before we get on top of this turtle?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to finish all that and say what's in the chest that's supposed to help us with the Kraken.
Cool. All right.
Okay. All right, open the chest.
All right, we open the chest. Wait, no, I stand everyone back and I use my mage hand to open the chest.
Yeah, he has learned. My thought with that is if we get on land, we can still have a giant weapon with us.
Sounds good.
And if we don't get to land, then we have a giant weapon with us.
Right. I was thinking like if just in case this fucking
Yeah.
turtle for some reason sails away from like swims away from our boat.
Swims with you. Thanks for the boat, douchebag. This from out of this you hear this laughter from this Whiplow sentient killer serpent. Enjoy and thanks for the company. Come back anytime. And this treasure that you opened up, this big amount of gold shoots out of this thing, and from that big pile of gold emerges a very, very large, strong, actually two looking cannons. What those cannons are exactly will be determined a little bit later. But
Oh, so they're not things that we can actually like walk around with.
oh no, they're for
Mounting on our boat.
All right, cool.
But those they are nothing like you've ever seen before. The designs on them are very, very detailed, very rich metal, a lot of jewels on it. Something that makes you feel like it's magical. They are magical. And out from the gold also falls four, actually it'll be 8 because there are 2 of them, nuts and bolts.
Ooh.
You can, from a perception check, give me a perception check.
Natural
12.
20.
Oh, okay, I rolled a 12, but I
Um,
rolled a
and-
3. But
Lone
Okay.
Star would see those nuts and bolts, hear them drop, and hear that sound. Like, I know those.
Jake, give me a perception check too.
I got a 26.
Jake, what'd you get?
A 9.
Nice. From down below, you're still in the mind of your friends, even though you're eating brains. You're able to just determine that you could fasten those magical cannons to the deck using those bolts.
Should we blow up this turtle?
Well, Lone Star would say, tell Ignis and Aranis, you guys go check out what's up on the turtle. I'm gonna take care of mounting these cannons and securing these
All right, but also
ships
make
a little
sure
bit better.
Sprock
Yeah.
has brains.
yeah.
okay, that sounds good.
I'll keep an eye on Sprock and make sure all this is as secure as it can be.
I'm
All right,
gonna
let's go check out this turtle.
yeah, I'm gonna have on my way to the rope. I'm gonna have my mage hand scoop up a handful of gold.
Wait, I'd like to talk to Aranis before we go up. But yeah, let's grab some gold. Obviously, take the gold. Do
Yeah,
you want to go? Like,
Yeah,
do you want to be
get
like
everything you
stealthy?
need.
Hold
Like,
on.
do you want to
hold on.
sneak onto the turtle?
Yeah. Hold on one sec. Let me just put this ice pack because it's starting to melt. But yeah, let's totally go up there as stealthily as we can.
Okay, then before we go, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on me and Aranis, basically.
Awesome.
Alonso's
So-
gonna check in with Sprock before I doing any of that work as they head off. Make sure he's not a mind flayer yet.
All right.
And also make a little distraction so we can sneak onto the turtle.
Well, I think us arriving is gonna be a distraction.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna sneak onto the turtle then.
So the boat's gonna show up to this turtle. A rope is gonna be, a ladder is gonna be, a rope ladder is gonna be thrown down, and someone up
Every-
front is going to say, "Come on up." And you guys
Oh,
decide to.
I forgot about the ladder. Okay, then we're not gonna sneak on. Let's just climb the
No, you
ladder.
guys listen. You guys can do whatever you want.
No. I forgot they were inviting us up. I thought we were just arriving at the ship.
All right, there. The guys are on there. All right.
All right, you know what? Where's Aranis? Is he back yet? When he gets back,
I'm here. Sorry.
okay, yeah. So you go up the ladder and parlay with these people. I'll cast Pass Without Trace. I'll sneak on and I'll find a hiding spot just in case it pops off and we need to do something different.
Sounds
How
good.
does that sound? Okay.
That's-
All right,
that
so let's
sounds
do
good.
it that way.
So I'll tap him on the shoulder and I'll just I'll high sign him, and
Yeah.
I'll start climbing up the ladder. On my way up, all by myself. Start climbing the ladder.
You're still going with those great deceptions, I see, which is good because these people don't even know us.
I'm not. Aranis is not good at lying. He just knows how to do shit. It's just it's okay.
Give me a deception check.
15.
All right.
Everyone in the area, even the turtle, thinks that you're telling the truth.
All right, so while he's doing that, I'm just gonna sneak up and, follow him from my stealthy perch.
So can you what's the thing you casted?
I have Pass Without Trace, so I have a +10 on dexterity checks, and I can't be tracked in any way except by magical means, and I leave no trace of anything.
Okay.
So it could be that I climb up to the top of the ladder. I take everyone's attention through conversation because they all believe that I came up by myself. And then he climbs up behind me and unnoticed slips off to the side.
Yeah, I'm just like a shadow.
As Aranis is getting ready to head up there, Lone Star would tap him on the shoulder and cast Enhance Ability and do the Charisma one.
Ooh,
The
nice.
Eagle Splendor. You get advantage on Charisma checks.
Oh, nice.
And I'll say,
Oh, we're
may
really going
Talus
in prep.
may Talus be with you. Cast the blessing.
And also with you, and I make the sign of a T.
I'll correct him. It's the three lines.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so Aranis, you get up top, and you are when you get up top, you look around, you see with your very little eyes and your perception of what?
Last time I rolled a 12. The last perception check I rolled a 12.
When you got up there?
Oh, I did not roll it. 23.
You look around, you see that there are a bunch of pirates.
Oh, this dome thing on top of this turtle looks so cool.
There's a bunch
Yeah, it
of
really looks good.
there's a bunch of centaurs, there's a bunch of minotaurs,
Oh shit.
Oh,
there's some orcs. It's orc pirates, minotaurs, and centaurs, and they all look like they're dressed up as pirates.
Huh.
In the way that they sound, the way they look, the knives used and sharp and pointy.
And I'm gonna raise my hands and I'm gonna be like, you've all found a way to come together.
And they're all gonna kind of just look at you and with patches in their eyes and shit, they're eating meat. you get the look like this is sort of like a pirate lair of some kind out in the middle of the ocean, and sort of hideaway. And one of the pirates is going to notice you. He's an orc. The red guys are going to be the orcs, and he's going to come up to you and he's going to say, "Ahoy!"
And I'm gonna say, ahoy, thanks for sending down that rope.
You're
Tell me.
welcome. Enough with the formalities. Are you friend or foe?
I'll take a nice hearty laugh. Friend, of course. It's so good to see orcs, minotaurs, and centaurs all together in communion and camaraderie. It's been a while since I've been able to see true peace.
What do you know of that? What do you know of that?
Well, in the deserts, they still fight tooth and nail, all because of race. It's sad. It's truly sad. What are you eating?
You're asking him,
I am. I'm like changing the conversation. What are you eating?
he says, "Oh, we've been eating fish and turkey and meats and goods. This is a trade station for us fellow pirates. But enough of me telling you about things. Got to make sure you pass for us as friends. What are you doing here?"
We're seeking someone out, someone who is creating a great disturbance in the world and for your people.
Who are you looking for?
Argoth Doomhand. I like get real close and whisper the name. Argoth Doomhand.
And you're gonna hear this laughter. I heard that. And you can whisper all you like. I hear everything on this vessel. This guy jumps down. And from what you can tell, he is he's carrying around a bagpipe. He's playing a bagpipe. I hear what you're saying. I heard that, and I know that name.
I'm gonna look at him real skeptically and like real close. And I'm like, you're not a fawn, are you?
Give me a perception check.
Oh my God, 10.
Oh, my God.
You see, you're not able to make out whether or not he's a fawn. You do see that he does have hooves, hoofed feet. He has, he's carrying around musical instruments, and on his neck is a necklace. And of that necklace, on that necklace, there is an emblem. And that emblem is a purple circle. It's a black circle surrounded by a purple circle.
Hold on a second.
That's the moon one.
Oh yeah. But that's not
Right.
the same. What? Because so I have a necklace that's 2 circles, same as the symbol branded on creature, but it's not that circle. It's not those circles, right?
So there's one that's a small circle behind a big circle. And
Right.
there's one that's just a big circle behind a little circle.
Yeah, it's similar,
Similar, but not the same.
not the same.
Okay.
you saw doesn't have colors. This one is a large purple circle, and inside of it is a black circle.
Okay. So I'm gonna I'm gonna look at him and be like, so who are you? And do you run, is this your ship? Are you controlling this vessel, this turtle?
My vessel, and these are my friends. We were tired of this, of the fight in the desert, in the Shadow Hide realm, and we've decided to group together and take to the sea.
Then are you allies of Pargu?
Give me a perception check.
23.
You notice
These
that his
15s are
eyes-
coming out.
His eyes sort of make a look,
Like of recognition.
yeah, of recognition. And he says, "Who are you, gentlemen, now? What do you know of Pargu?"
It's like we are allies and we've come to help end the war, the endless war. But in order to do that, we must find Doomhand and defeat him.
You
And I inch closer.
recognize this man, or no, you recognize the logo symbol on his, with your high perception, is the Shar symbol.
Shar?
Yeah, the goddess of Shar that you guys,
Oh, that
Those
sent us.
shooting the darkest, those shooting darkness everywhere.
Yeah.
Back at
That
the
guy was cool.
Centaur place.
Yeah, we
person
went through the
that-
portals.
The god that Lone Star was hitting on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna notice, and I guess I'll like let my eyes drift to the symbol, and I go, "Are you followers of Shar?"
it's okay, we can speak candidly here. These are all my people, our people. We no longer believe in the gods of that nature, but
Is this Jackson?
we do feel that what she stands for is right.
I'm like, "You have to believe in her. She came to us. She exists."
I heard that the Centaur city crumbled to the ground.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that.
And my brother, not my brother, my very close friend Metrid is no longer, is missing.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We fought along a lot of brave warriors leaving that desert. It's a shame. So much talent and quality life lost. Tell me, can you help us reach where we're going?
Where are you going?
We're looking for Doomhand.
Well, I'm sure that Doomhand has been around these parts looking for that skull he's always looking for, or those skulls. No one's ever seemed to find any, but
What if I told you I had a skull?
then he whispers, "Shh. I know these are my friends, but you shouldn't say that too loud. You never know when someone's going to show up. You know about that powder that turns you in from one thing to another. We always have
course.
a way of determining whether or not you are who you are.
Of course. The technique,
Yes.
the method is killing.
Well, yes, we sort of feed you to Yertle here. Anyway, yes, come upstairs, bring your companions with you. and let's talk.
Well, before that, we have one pressing thing that we have to take care of.
What is this?
There's a Kraken
Yeah.
following us.
Well, you need to get the fuck off this ship. I will give you the knowledge I have. I will try to help you as much as possible, but Yertle here is just a Yertle turtle. And
And so you
She
can't
looks
help
pretty
us?
big, though.
I can point you in the directions.
All right.
I can point you in a direction.
Then give us the information that you can, and we'll be off.
There are two places in the sea where you can find this Doomhat character. Most likely, if he's looking for the Blue Skull. We all know that the myth of the Blue Skull revolves around these alien creatures. I don't know if you've seen one before. He's got a southern accent. I don't know if you've seen one before. And he's gonna say,
Are you talking about the Mind Flayers?
if that's what you call them, the tentacly creatures, yes. He's also going to say that there are two places. There's the door of DeSantis, which comes to you, if you believe the mythology. Some people believe it's located toward the North Shore, the northern shores of the region.
Northern shores of what?
Of the region.
Of the region. Okay.
The region being the ocean. Then he says there's a very there's an area in the water called the Tomb of Sages. The Island of Dead Sages. And you can trust me that you'll find some information there. And he says, what else do you need? This Kraken will destroy and kill all of what we've created here. This is a beacon of peace and hope. Though we are pirates and we take what we want, we offer those people who come here peace. I can give you, he looks down, he says, how many are there on your ship?
I'll say 4.
He says, okay, you can roll me.
All of our crew too.
I know what I'm doing.
Roll me first a deception check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, no. All right. Oh, a 6.
He says he says, I don't know why you'd lie, but
I'm just like, well, 4 are a part of our main crew, and then of course we've got a few lackeys. I thought you were speaking about who is actually running the ship.
he says, spare me the lies. He says, Chip, he yells out, Chip, blank side, U-horn. He says, Chip and blank side up front, and 2 orcs walk forward. He says, U-horn and pale hair. 2 centaurs come up, and then he says, Brunskin and Donar. 2 minotaurs step up. He says, these are pirates of the realm. They know the landscape. They can help you with your problems. They will help you with your ship. Do them well, cause them no harm.
This is Valley. Valley sacrificed himself because he only rolled low. Don't be a Valley. Roll high and subscribe.
We will. We appreciate your assistance.
He says, which way are you headed?
Well, we'd love to find the island of the dead sages. Something tells me we found the northern shores that find you by accident recently.
This is the island of Dead Sharon. I don't know, what did you want?
The island of dead sages.
This is the island of Dead Sages. The island of Dead Sages is northwest. You could probably hit that on your way to DeSantis.
Okay, sounds good.
And he points you, he says, here, take this compass. You probably already have one.
It's okay.
and
I appreciate the compass.
you guys can take a rest here if you want. I don't think you need one. I don't know. Does anyone else want to stock up on stuff? Do you guys want to come aboard?
How far along do I get repairing the cannons and securing the side boats?
You probably need about probably going to take you 2 hours. I would say 2 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And if we could buy like materials and parts and like metal and other wood and stuff to secure the side boats.
Do you want to use the treasure that you had from where? What do you want to? How do you want to pay for it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
like
could use the
on
gold.
on the deck.
Yeah,
Okay, so yes, that's what you'll.
I'm gonna telepathically. I'm gonna if when I see Lone Star, I'm gonna tap my head.
If they did they tell us where Narita Port is? Was that Jackson?
I'm gonna go. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost positive that this guy's Fawn.
Wait, hold on. Let me see this note. I know where it is in my notebook. I just need to read the description of what this person is. Oh, it's right here.
Zombie fawn? You think he's zombie?
Is it no? Is it it's a centaur bard in disguise? Was it wearing a black and purple necklace with an emblem of SAR on it?
Yeah.
That's Jackson. This is Narita Port.
Holy shit! So we found it.
All right, I'm coming up.
Okay.
I'll run up there and say, so are you Jackson?
Yes, I am. And what say you?
Well, our friends, our group here, we're friends with your compatriot Metrid. He helped us along, helped us in our quest. And he sent us to find you. So you would help us find this blue skull.
I'm sure he told you that I would tell you where to go.
He said to look for the Underdark.
That must be the door of DeSantis.
DeSantis? Okay.
Do you have keys? You need keys.
We do need keys.
I got a key. I got one key.
What kind
Oh,
of
I
key
mean,
do we need?
who said that? I'm a shadow.
Roll deception.
Roll.
I forgot.
Your shadow?
I don't want to.
This is some weird ship you have here.
I was trying to stay hidden, but I guess I spoke. I'll own my speaking.
There are many different types of keys that you'll need to get in through that door. There's 5 or 6 key keys. There's also some other symbology and imprints on the door. They all need to be turned and activated at the same time to get through. No one has done that in years and years.
I think we can do it.
Anyway, the North Shore is where I would head.
Okay.
You
Can
know,
I can I have you narrate to me so I can write down all the steps that we have to do perfectly to get the door to open?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought okay. I thought you knew some information about it.
There are 6 sets of keys, 6 keys.
Okay.
There are 4 imprints. And there's one other element. Well, I don't know what that element is, but when you get there, it'll be obvious.
Okay.
They all need to be activated at the same time.
Okay.
Apparently, this opens up the gateway into the underground, underdark.
Oh, perfect. So I see you thank you for sending 6 of your strong, strapping young men to help with our crew. Obviously we're gonna pay them because they are pirates and we know how this works. Would you have any other spare fine soldiers or pirates or
Brain.
strapping people? Sprock, quiet. Not now. Not now. I got some more. Would you have any others who would help us in case I was unwilling or unable to, or needed a rest for a few hours so our ship could still remain at full strength?
Try to persuade him.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. Persuasion. Ooh, that's a 10. No, I'm not gonna use magic on this fool. I should. No. I understand. And well, I'm gonna get back to doing some more repairs on the boat. Put these, as I stand up, giant magical cannons back on our deck. All this gold that we gladly pay some help.
All right, let me see. Are you looking for strong help or weak help?
A strong help.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder. I'm like, honestly, it doesn't matter. It's mostly intricate. It's mostly intricate work. You know, it's a lot of nuance. So their strength doesn't matter.
He's gonna yell.
All right, you're in charge of that. You handle it.
He's gonna whistle. Danny and Sally, this is you're up here. And 2 human kids. 11 and 12 are going to come down. And
You're awful, Spencer.
That's terrible. I mean, to be fair, it's Sprock that's gonna eat them.
No, they're forever protected.
Brains.
No, so I'm just kidding. So you'll have some younger looking guys. They're not that young. But they're like 18.
Okay,
It's illegal. Legal.
That's
That's
like-
okay.
They're adults.
that's military age. They got all the time.
All right, so you guys are sick fucks. You guys are sick fucks. It was like 3 year difference. You guys are, that's not a brain's a brain now, you know.
There's a difference between choice, okay?
Fucks. These young lads need some experience. If they survive the Kraken, they'll be able to tell that story the rest of their years. Good luck. I'll see you in. And he says, Nargoda, which is their version of Valhalla.
I'll put a hand on each of the young boys and be like, well, today's your lucky day. I want one of you on each of these brand new magical cannons.
Oh, perfect. That's what they say. Fantastic.
Excellent.
All right, so you guys got two humans, 2 orcs, 2 centaurs,
Centaurs.
and 2 minotaurs. You guys are 6 hours. No, you traveled 2. You traveled another 2. So it was 4. You traveled back 4. And then over 2. So you're 6 hours away from being 16 hours away. You are exactly a day away.
24 hours away. Okay.
You're 24 hours away from that shore that you were headed to.
Yeah.
Um,
How far are we from the Isle
Wait,
of
so
the
the-
Dead Sages?
he's gonna say, you're gonna ask Jackson this.
Yeah.
He's gonna say you're about it's about 8 hours northwest.
Okay.
He spent-
Doesn't that mean the Kraken is like 6 hours away right now?
No, your Kraken is was a day and a half at the start. You had a long rest,
So
Right,
it's a
that's 8
day.
hours.
and then
But then we traveled another 8 hours.
Yeah, so we're like a half a day.
Yeah, like 16 hours ish.
yeah.
So we could
Ahead
take a
of it.
long rest or travel or do work or
All right,
something.
Spencer, you're gonna roll for me.
um
You said, right?
yes.
All right. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Having
Jake,
Dude,
yeah.
just be prepared. I'll tell you what happens if you survive or not.
Wonderful. I thought, are you really gonna go through that much more time? All right. Well, roll for me if you do.
Okay.
See you later.
All right, peace, bro.
Thanks, guys.
No, we'll let him do his saves. Yeah, you guys are 8 hours away from this spot. So you guys have about half a day after if you no, it's more
but we basically can't beat the Kraken to the other island,
to
is
the
what I'm saying.
door of the sand.
yeah, we can't. No.
Yeah. We're not gonna get there fast enough. I say we murder everyone on this turtle and take the turtle.
The
But
door
that's
of
just me.
the door of DeSantius you'll get to the door of DeSantius a little after the Kraken has showed up, yeah.
Well,
I mean, what's
no,
our
you
crew
mean
like?
the-
So we got a crew of like 16 people. We could take
Yeah.
this turtle over.
No, we have enough to fully man our crew +2. Because we
Yeah,
had
it's
14 before and then we got 6
The ship
plus the
has
2 kids.
the ship has full health. The crew has
Oh,
you guys are going towards the sacred area of the Tomb of Sages.
mhm.
Right, but all I'm saying is that if we If we don't take over the turtle, we're going for an open sea battle with the Kraken.
Yeah,
Just throwing that out there. I feel like we might have a better shot as the bearers of the turtle. But I don't
well,
know.
I think we keep near the turtle so that the Kraken wants to go after the turtle, and then once it's wrapped up,
Yeah.
we
try
attack
and
it or
flee.
try and kill it and then flee, and so we're not as wrapped up.
Kraken.
Yeah,
Kraken priest told you that in 3 days, the Kraken will come and take what he wants. That's what he said.
Mm.
What if what he wants is the turtle? Because it's a
Sure.
bigger target, it can feed it. Like why?
it's probably
okay,
it probably
What-
doesn't even know the turtle.
What are the
Maybe it wants
Kraken's
the whale.
motives?
How much gold do we still have on the deck?
I don't know. I have 160 gold.
Well,
I had
no,
1,000
'cause-
on
no,
gold.
because the chest opened, then there was like a tons of gold that poured out.
Yeah.
Right.
So how much of that gold is on there? Because if the
I don't know,
Kraken
but I
comes,
feel
we can be like, here's 100,000 gold. What do you want?
Yeah, but what does a Kraken want with gold? I say
What does a Kraken want
our
with
better
magic
plan
items?
is
That's true.
yeah, but there's a lot of these people are pirates, right? What do pirates work for? Gold.
Gold.
I say we
Hire
pool
hire
all
this
our
whole
gold
boat.
together and we fill our boat with as many pirates as we can. Mercenaries. And then
You know what?
we go for an open sea battle. Then we can take them. We'll just have 1 million guys.
That's not a bad idea. We could
How
just
much
start.
could one pirate cost? 100 gold? We could add 10, 20 pirates.
I mean, we could at this point, right? We buy all the pirates, kill this dude, and then tell them to pilot the turtle next to us. And when the Kraken comes to fight it,
Like I said, Admiral Lone Star.
I'm just saying, I think we're skipping some unnecessary steps here. We go on board, we declare our intentions to buy the turtle. We'd like to take over the turtle. When they say no, we kill as many as we need to until they say yes, and then we pay the rest with booty and plunder.
Actually, that's fine. We could be like, okay, so for those who said no, for those who are willing
Swift
to
death.
hear us
Here's
out,
our friend Sprock. He eats brains, and we let Sprock run around and eat some brains.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
not a bad idea. That
not a
is,
bad
Then
idea.
you're
we can
not
go
wrong.
for the persuasion route. Like I'm not saying we choose violence, but
I mean,
But
look,
Sprock
I'm just
does
I
need a
just
food
I
supply.
personally I don't feel particularly comfortable battling a Kraken in our little ship. It doesn't feel like we're gonna have a high rate of success with that. I do
I
like staying
agree.
at least near the turtle.
right.
But if we're on the ship and not on the turtle, I feel like we're in trouble. We need some defense.
That's true.
All right. We're the only ones
could-
who are making the decision because Sprock is brains.
Here's what I'll say. We could tell these people that we just solve one problem at a time. We tell them the Kraken's coming. We're not going to get far enough away from them. So it's going to attack them. We put our new magical weapons on this ship, I see some ballistas at the very least.
Mhm.
We try and convince them to pool up. And if not, we kill them and we just use it as a defensive fort.
It's not a bad idea.
I have a feeling this turtle's gonna die.
I think so too. But what I think is we give them the magical cannons. We convince them that we're gonna fight alongside them. We get into our ship, and as the fight starts, and then we leave as they're fighting the Kraken.
That's also a good plan. But the Kraken's coming for us. It's magical. It's not just like
Yeah.
coming for a thing. So I feel
Right,
like
but if we're-
running isn't a great option.
But if we start the fight on the turtle, right, then the Kraken will be fighting the turtle. Even if we
Right.
even if we leave while it's happening, it'll take a second before it'll take some time before
I could
it
put
can,
the
like,
whole
break
I could put the
away.
whole boat in darkness and we could sail as a shadow.
There you
glimmer.
go.
It's a Kraken.
It's true. It's a Kraken though. It's a good point. It is a Kraken.
So I think we
My
use the turtle as a distraction and fight it.
That Zesthusos is going to get in the mind of you guys and say, this is a very good idea, I think. Not that my point matters, but
This is
Which idea?
I do want to hear your point because it is you do have
Is that the
great
whale?
knowledge in
Who's
this
talking to us
on
right
this
now?
space.
Zesthusos,
he's my it's my friend.
he's-
Oh.
He's
The green mind flare.
the green
Oh,
mind. The green mind flare of the Alpha colony that is with Sprock downstairs keeping him company while he eats brains.
Right. So he's saying we should we should take over the turtle. I think we should let him loose to help us.
We don't need to do that. I think I don't think we need to do that. I think
it says you let me know if I need to
mind flay. Yeah, no, sir. You stay down there. Thanks for the attaboy.
You were just in change. You rest. You don't need to be doing any of that.
Yes, your mind must be tired. So okay, yeah, I think we kind of make that announcement to the ship. Can I can't use charm person on a group, can I can only do it to like
you're
one
gonna try,
person?
so you guys are going to try, which is I'm going to give everyone some inspiration here for that role play. Everyone gets a little inspiration. Jake
Nice.
does not. Jake does not, though. Jake does not.
Well, what's he going to be inspired to eat more brains, to be fair?
We can give him our inspiration for his roles.
Yeah, you can do
It's
that.
true.
Oh, nice. All right, so we'll hold on to it for him.
So your plan is going to be to hire these pirates. Now you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, just so you know what your crew's at right now. I know it doesn't really matter, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you only need 6 of them to fill your crew for your whole ship. So you have, just in case this doesn't work, Ship, Braxel, U-Horn, Tailheart, Brinkskin, and Donar, I'll send you guys this list, are your and Danny and Sally, the young guys, are your crew. So if you guys decide to bail, they come with you.
Okay.
They're under your hire.
Right. They're down with the plan. They're just following everything that we
Until
do.
you guys demoralize them and don't feed them and whatnot. Which
I mean, we're gonna feed them. It's just we're not actually feeding them. We're feeding them
We
to
caught
Sprout.
2 giant fishes recently.
it's true.
Sure.
I've been smoking them.
Okay, so we announced to the ship, we announced to the rest of the pirates that aren't with us this
We surely don't
proposition.
want to just kill everyone and take it over. One last
And-
conversation. Just making
No.
sure.
I am going to send down my mage hand to pull up a handful of gold and bring it back up and then drop it in front of me. And I'm gonna be like, there's more where that came from. If you join us, we'll give you the rest of the gold on our ship. And what we need to do is survive the Kraken. We won't get far enough away for you not to get caught up in the battle. You might as well make some gold off it.
Jackson is going to see what you are doing. And he's going to come over and he's going to say, I'm assuming that you're in trouble.
Actually,
Am-
we are in trouble, Jackson. Nothing. We've spent too much time here. There's nothing we can do to get away before the Kraken comes.
You've brought doom to this sacred, to this island of peace.
You sounded like a real foe, Jackson.
Then let us together bring peace to this whole water.
Yeah.
So
Aren't you-
that you don't have to hide in your peace, that you can spread your peace to all these lands.
Yeah,
Aren't you
and you know
tired of
what? And not
running?
only that, Jackson, you literally just sent your 2 youngest guys to face the Kraken. So come on. That's
Aren't
not
you
cool.
tired of
You're not
running,
willing to
Jackson?
face it.
Doesn't Yertle deserve a break?
You know what? We do. And he's going to take out his bagpipes. He's going to stamp his foot and he's going to say, you know what? To keep your damn gold. And he's going to say, actually, you know what? Give me the gold. And then
The true pirate.
He's gonna keep your gold, but about to blow into the
Nar-
thing and be like, actually, wait, no, I want the gold.
say, to Nargoda it is. And he's going to play some sick bagpipe music. He's gonna say, rest up. You're gonna need it.
Okay, but we're still having our crew pilot our ship alongside of us while we
Yes.
chill on the turtle. Okay,
Yes.
just making sure. Hopefully
so we're-
Sprock doesn't eat all of them.
So we're taking a
Wait.
long rest, right?
Is there a way that we can hire 4 more crew members for our boat?
No. I think we send the young guys down, just like, hey, oh, by the way, we have some stuff below deck that we need. It's essential to our defense. Why don't you guys go down there and pick it up? And
No,
Look, Sprock's had like 8 brains in the last like 24 hours. I feel like he's got to be okay for a
He needs
little.
one brain every 12 hours. Jake decided he got
the
fat.
gorge.
He got
Bit.
fat.
He's good.
He's just
He's
sitting
good
down
for at
there.
least a day.
we
Let our
got
guys-
scared, and what do we do when we get scared? We overeat.
All right, cool. All right, so we got 12 hours before. So are we gonna long rest and then have this guy come?
Oh. I don't think Lone Star's gonna be able to long rest because he's probably gonna be doing work on the ship and getting
Lone
the
Star,
cannons and
Lone Star, give me a perception check.
a 9.
You see at the port when you're over there, you see a station where people are, looks like a little like tool shed type station covered with tarp, where some pirates and thieves are tinkering with things in it.
Mhm.
You might find things useful over there for your
Side projects.
side projects. In particular, perhaps if you want to build your wings.
Would I be able to do that before the Kraken came?
Probably. You have how many hours do you have? 12? Half a
I
day.
think we have like 16.
I think you have 60. Yeah, you have 16 hours. You have 16 hours. You could
Would I be able to long rest and build them?
8 hours to build wings. That would be a disadvantage on your rolls. I think
Okay.
you-
Well then, or no long rest and 16 hours to build them.
Well, you could build them, you could use 12 to build them and then do a short rest.
Also, don't we have like, I assume like the whole crew is in preparation mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole turtle is being prepped. Like
Well,
I have
I
a few
don't-
ideas.
I don't
We
need a
should be
long rest
prepping.
before the Kraken.
Yeah, we're already pretty rested, right?
I don't
Well, I
think
use a couple spells, but I don't need that much.
I mean, I'll long rest just to get that 15 health back that I lost, but it's only 4
Well, no,
hours
yeah,
that I
I'll-
need
I'll-
for that.
Then I'll spend all that time trying to build the most basic wings that I can.
All right, I'd like to make a crew instruction for Kraken preparation when we're ready.
sure.
Okay, so I see we got some ballistas, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I want to get as many of those on deck. I'm organizing the crew as a famed archer, and I want to create as many like tethered harpoons as we can, and we can try and in synchronicity fire at the Kraken when we're ready. You know what I mean? Like as many tethered arrows as we can find.
I will send you the stat blocks for the weapons. Particular cannons take either 2 to 3 crew members to operate, and then ballistas. I don't think you need. I think you might.
That's just one person, right?
Need one person to put
To
it
pull
in.
it. Like if they're set, like as I'm saying, if we set all the traps, basically.
Right. So you could
Cannons we need to operate. That's
you
different.
could technically you could well, the ballista you need to have someone put it in and tie it back and then you aim and shoot.
Right,
have
but we
to-
have 18 hours for that.
Right. But you
So
could
I'm saying, like, I want to go around and prep like all like I basically want to when we have an opportunity and we need to trap the Kraken in place, like we can hold it and try and hold it in place for a second.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? Like if we fired enough harpoons and hit with enough of them that were roped, we could hold it theoretically. You know, like battle preparation. You play Final Fantasy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Without giving too much away. Okay. All right. Sure. So you want to try to grapple with the Kraken?
No, not at first. I'm just saying, like, I just want to be ready to have that. Like, I want to make boat preparations for our incoming battle.
Okay.
To give Yertle that capability to grapple the Kraken with ropes.
Exactly. Yertle seems pretty strong. I feel like if the Kraken tried to tug away from Yertle, he might be able to hold him.
So you guys are not tethered to the turtle. It's just the ship is alongside.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
two vessels. Lone Star proudly, when his wings are finished, will step into role of Admiral Lone
Okay.
Star,
Are you
flying above the fleet.
Are you guys going to are you guys going to stay put? Are you guys going to go?
I think we're gonna have us all continue floating towards the Isle of the Dead Sages.
Yeah, we might as well make up time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have everything go northwest.
Yeah.
And also, I prepared the 2 big tunas as a feast for the crew in preparation for our battle.
Nice.
And transfer all the gold from the deck onto
Yeah.
Yertle.
Mhm.
Scrooge Man, everyone gets a Scrooge McDuck style turn.
Nice.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
So we watch our crew just dive into a pool of gold and break all their bones.
Yes. Well, it's not a good crew.
All right. Okay. Cool. So the next session will pretty much have I guess
Kraken fight.
yeah, we'll end here. We'll go to the Island of the Dead Sages, and then we'll die.
So just real quick, I have a couple questions about what we've done so far.
Yeah.
In the Green Forest, right? We met with I can't remember, so I'm just gonna say Razafan because it's something like that.
Oh my god, this is so many characters ago for me. I've had so many characters die.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
In which
Green
one?
Forest?
But that was the White Skull, correct?
No,
And-
Ladoxin.
Loxodon?
Right,
Loxodon.
Loxodon.
Loxodon, you guys cut the head off.
Right,
Aaron has cut the head off,
right.
and Sprock got rings.
You got rings. There was no skull given or
There.
picked up there.
Okay.
Oh,
So Rena did check for one to pick up, and there wasn't one.
yes.
Got it.
Where-
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the only other skull then we have is the red skull, which I have, the red crystal skull.
The Lone Star has a green crystal.
You have the
skull.
green crystal skull. Okay, cool.
You
So-
saw him pick it up when you first met him.
Right.
When Rena's body was absorbed into the earth.
Got it.
During the goblin rap.
Yep.
What were they saying? I forgot what song it was.
Okay, cool. All right, so then we do it. So we still haven't found the White Skull, but that means that technically we should have to go back to the fucking forest because the forest was where the White Skull was.
The Trivium is where the White Skull was.
Unless Ladoxa wasn't the White Sage.
Interesting.
Or Doomhand already took her skull.
And then she was like a thing, and that's like the rings were, and that's why the rings were fucking sheer pain because he fucking resurrected some fucking bullshit.
Who knows?
Well, you guys are headed for the Island of Dead Sages. So
That sounds positive, at least.
Okay.
I'm sure
We're headed in a direction.
We are going in a direction.
Yeah.
We're headed in a direction. We have a boat with 2 side booster
Mhm.
propeller motors. We
And
have
we're basically in
fucking
command of a
turtle yurtle army boat with
Which we're-
harpoons and
which we're
magic
gonna outfit
cannons
as a warship,
as a war turtle.
a war turtle. I mean, it's
We
got
have
the
to
shell.
we have to armor it from below.
Yeah,
We have to armor the belly.
we can spend the next 2 weeks before the next section battle planning.
How much time would it take to put some armor plating on the belly of the turtle?
Well, you're selfishly making wings instead of
Well, damn
Armor
straight,
for
I'm making
Yertle.
wings.
Yeah, but we could figure that out.
See,
If everything goes to shit, I can just fly away.
That's hilarious.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
you know
playing.
who
I
can't
wouldn't be
fly
playing
away,
my
man?
alignment
Yertle-
if I
Yertle can't
didn't make
fly
my
away.
wings.
you're leaving poor Yertle.
Yertle's 100,000 gold.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hit what's his face and just be like, hey, maybe we should strengthen the underbelly.
Yeah, we'll get the orcs working.
Yeah, we'll get the crew working for the 16 hours. I'll wake up from my 4-hour long rest, like, man, has anybody thought about putting some armor underneath the turtle?
No.
Ugh.
I can.
All right.
And also keep in mind that the next time we come back in, Jake's got a roll for metamorphosis.
Yeah, but that could be good for us. He could be turning
It
into some
could
sort
be
of
fucking
super
very-
being.
So there are 3 outcomes here. There's
And we're gonna give him advantage with our
there's 4.
advantages.
He
Our
dies.
inspo.
The tadpole and Jake both die. Jake turns into an NPC mind flayer that I get to control from the Strezzel colony, who's probably going to immediately want to kill you.
Not good, not good.
Not good, but you have 30 of you. Someone will get their brains eaten. Then he could turn into a mind flayer with Jake's brain.
That's kind of
Also,
cool.
Or he could turn into like some fucking weird combination of them. There's a bunch of-
So now, would the mind flayer let Jake become a mind flayer of the enemy mind flayers?
would
What?
so
So the mind flayer that's like under the deck with Jake right now with Sprout.
they will be in opposition with one another.
Right. So knowing that, right? Because he knows, like, he has to know that, like, this is happening.
Well, He's
told you.
checking in on the process.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think he would know that
it
it's a
would be an enemy.
process that has to complete until it's done. You don't know the final outcome.
Yeah, you won't know whose consciousness is in there until
He just knows like how far along in the process it is.
I want and also keep in mind this entire time he's been doing that. Doesn't Jake have a tattoo on his face of a dick from
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally
magical,
forgot
though.
about that.
Can
magical
he use
tattoo.
it for unlimited ink when writing letters?
He can write whatever he wants with it.
finally his face might peel off when he finally shed himself from that.
Oh my god.
No, it just transfers over to the new form.
Yeah,
It's
the magical it burns through.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm pretty excited to pick out some. Yeah, hopefully Jake's character survives. But for a second there, he had 2 fails. He's got one roll left essentially.
That's crazy.
All right,